From the first time that I saw you, I was taken by surprise. You had more than just four colors. I could not believe my eyes. Your sample playback capabilities were just the best. And when I saw your resolution, wow, I was impressed. My Amiga, you're more than a friend, not just a gal pal. We're in it to the end. I can't tell you exactly what you mean to me, but I know you'll always be inside my heart. I love when you get serious with desktop publishing. Just your painting, girl. Well, you are #1. When nothing quite will hit the spot, you're awesome at coding. And when we chill and play together, that's always the most fun. My Amiga, you're more than a friend, not just a girl pal. We're in it to the end. I can't tell you exactly what you mean to me, but I know you'll always be inside my heart. When I turn you off, when I push your buttons, I always feel sorry the next day. I wish I could be with you every hour. I love it when you light up. It makes me feel so good. My Amiga, you're more than a friend, not just a gal pal. We're in it to the end. I can't tell you exactly what you mean to me, but I know you'll always be inside my heart. My Amiga, you're more than a friend, not just a gal pal. We're in it to the end. I can't tell you exactly what you mean to me, but I know you'll always be inside my heart. 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 Inside my heart.
Hello, everybody. I hope you're all having a good day. Hello to Starly, Stars, the West. Gosh, I think I'm moving around here. Why? I don't know. I don't want to pull my back too much, moving things and whatever. Hang on, need a stretch. Need a stretch. No, it's not helping. Oh well. So I'm dropping everything as well. Hello, buddy. Nice to see everybody and stuff like that. As I said, hope you're all having a good day and such. And hello to Chaos as well. Nice to see you too. Kind of look like I got the slight blush going on here, but it's probably something else. I don't know. Maybe I'm warm. Maybe that's what it is, or whatever. Yes, I don't know if I'm warm or not. I kind of feel a bit warm. I think I am. Anyhow. Hello, everybody. So, yeah, we have Amiga things to get on to at some point. At some point, you know. whatever. But I have a couple of things here. So, yeah, I was just kind of wanting to say, I don't know what my new follower goals are going to be. Has Streamlabs actually posted today, or is Streamlabs having a bit of a thing? Let me do a test here. It's always good just to check. There they are. There, they do exist and such like that. No, definitely no more cricket. No more ever. Especially not that one game. Maybe other games are better, but that game is just it didn't mesh well with a Katie, I have to say. Yeah, I don't know what my new followers goals can be at the moment. I mean, obviously we had one before which was like actually making music and stuff like that. One was like playing music and things like that. So I could do those again. It'd be nice to kind of like have something more to the repertoire. No. We could have something more to the repertoire, you know, than some things. So I was kind of that's why I'm looking for some new ideas, something more to throw into the mix, just to keep things interesting. Because if it's the same thing every time, well, the same few things every time, it's just like, well, then we don't get to do interesting different things when I get to my follower goals and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, one other thing I thought of that that's kind of like mixed, it's kind of in with the music thing, but is not quite, is making not making music, just messing around with some music making software that I have. Oh gosh, yeah, it doesn't know how to behave on here at the moment. That's fine. It needs to go through that. But I said I got some. I got some things. Does this work? It does work. You can probably hear that. You can't hear that. Oh no. That's okay. Unless it's coming through. I don't know, is that just coming through my headphones, or is that just noise coming from elsewhere? If you can hear a synth noise, then that's what I'm trying to do. But I think I might have to just do a quick. So the audio might go off a bit here. And then hopefully it looks like you should still be able to hear me. But you can't hear this. As far as I can tell. That is weird. Let me just try something out here. So it's apparently not part of the desktop audio. Let me just try and play. See, I'll need to be able to see what I'm doing here. I thought this was going to be easy. So that can work, and that does come through on there, but this, it's not. Maybe I need to do as it said and restart it. It did say I should restart it. So let me just try again. No, that's weird. It's weird that that's not coming through to you there. Just doing a little bit more troubleshooting just to see if I can figure out how to make this work. It should be coming through there. I don't necessarily want that. I don't know how. That does say something. That's okay. Let's try. I don't know. I've got to figure out how to make these, some of this software and whatever work so you can actually hear it. Because one thing was just like to play around with some synths, try and like, you know, make some new interesting sounds and things like that. But if it doesn't come through, then I don't know how to make it do that. So that's the thing I have to research. Oh, sorry, Chaos, you've been saying things while I've been trying to figure a thing out here. You've been saying you recommend a bunch of conspiracy theory videos and you can watch and report back. Gosh, isn't that's your thing, though, Chaos? Live the life of chaos for a day, indeed, as you say. Or maybe you can create conspiracy theories about the Amiga. Oh no, there's a conspiracy theories about the Amiga. What have I done to myself? No, don't go looking for them, Chaos. Probably conspiracy theories about everything, to be quite honest. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do at the moment. If anybody has any ideas which I'm, actually going to like, they can certainly put them forward. But there we go. So I've gone over that. And I just wanted to make sure that people were aware about the whole emote slot thing, because I kind of realised there might be some kind of confusion and whatever, because obviously Tracy is available for people to post at the moment, but we also have the Crime Cat, which is in one of the bit emotes. I can't remember what I said. Is one of the bit emotes, and being that it's there, obviously people can't use it unless they've bought the bit emote, and that's what I wanted to explain here, because it's not it's as I said, the thresholds are like 20 quid and then like 60 and then 120 quid or whatever. Translate that into your own currency and stuff like that. That's per person. So if one person unlocks it, then another person doesn't have it unless they unlock it as well. So everybody, if they wanted the first tier bit emote, would have to spend 20 quid each, and then they'd have to spend like 60 quid each, and then so yeah, it's they want money out of everybody, and it's kind of unfortunate. So yeah, but I just wanted to make sure that was cleared up, and that was understood, that it was not, everybody donates to unlock it. It's basically each person donates individually to unlock it. And I just wanted to make sure that was clear to people. Oh yeah, I've got a thing here. Let me get this up, because obviously have been doing like the movie things for the Amiga and that. I have seen this site before. Oop, excuse me. I have seen this site before. Let me actually get things up so you can see it too. If I go over to here, this is called Lemon Amiga. I don't know why it's called Lemon Amiga, but it's called Lemon Amiga. And they have tags, and you can see this one tag here is a movie tag. So it's quite helpful to be able to search through the tags and such like that to find basically movie games. So we've got here, apparently there's an Akira game, which I wasn't familiar with on the Amiga, but I'm guessing I'm going to have to look into the Akira game, because I'm sure people will be very interested in seeing that. It was Aladdin, but that was on AGA, so that was the I'd be able to run it on the emulators and whatever, but that was the more fancy advanced graphics architecture, I think it was, and whatever. Aliens, Arachnophobia, some Asterix games, Back to the Future Part 2 and 3, which we've already played, and Batman, you can see that as well, but there's some other ones here. Apparently there was a Beverly Hills Cop game, which I wasn't terribly familiar with myself, and there's other ones which I wouldn't have realised were movie games. Like, I don't know if this is just in the movie game category because it's called The Big Picture, or because that's actually a movie, but then you've got things like The Black Cauldron. I didn't know that was a movie and whatever, so I'd have to look into what the actual original movie is just to do a double check, whatever. Apparently there was a Cliffhanger movie as well, so yeah, and this is Dennis. This is the Dennis the Menace, the what do you call him? Oh dear, the American version of it's a secret Disney film. Wow, yeah, this is the American version of Dennis Dennis the Menace, rather than it's going to be a follower goal as well. Cool, neat. Well, if you say it, then we shall see. Oh dear. Die Hard as well in June, and Fright Night. I'm guessing, yeah, Fantastic Voyage. The ones I'm not too familiar with here as well. Okay, so yeah, there we go. But anyway, I think I'm being recommended to look at a thing. So let me actually get into a position where I can have a look at a thing. This is the Surgeon. Oh gosh, well there's... well, I will put this up on the stream. Hold on a moment, everybody. Like a surgeon. Yeah, let me pop it over here. And then you can be able to see it. Gosh, it's zoomed in quite a bit here. It really needed to get... Oh gosh, where's my pointer? Here's my pointer. Really need to get these abs in here. Can I not have it zoomed in like this? Reset zoom. Here we go. So, The Surgeon for Amiga, a surgery simulation game with colourful graphics and sound. Oh no. Well, we can. Oh, there's a Macintosh version available as well. But yeah, this is certainly a thing which I can see if I can actually find. And hopefully it's not too gruesome, really, because that's the big concern with this, really, is that whether it would be a little on the gruesome side, which obviously I wouldn't be a fan of, and wouldn't really want to be sharing willy-nilly on the stream, you know, that kind of thing. But so there's that. So there's the tags and stuff like that, and there's like movie tags, there's TV tags, there's cartoon tags as well. So I'll have to kind of like figure out which things are in which positions and things like that. They don't have like product placement tags as far as I know. So unfortunately we won't be able to look at that. I don't want to show off my nails. They look very good. I did them recently and they look very nice. Anyhow, so yeah, there is that. I also was just kind of messing around in this music making software, which I'm obviously unable to show you at the moment, but I made like a simple little loop thing, and I thought, oh, this is kind of catchy, and it's kind of what I wanted to do with some of the other loops and things I made, some of them that we made on the stream, and some of the other ones I made myself. I wanted to just make, like, basically, you know, stretch the loop out a bit, maybe throw in a couple of other ideas, but not do too much to them, just so they can stand on their own. And this can be like a version 1 kind of thing, maybe, if I come back to them later and flesh them out, or maybe they can just stand as their own as just the basic loop and whatever, just kind of have like as you know, kind of background music and such like that, which might be good. So you'll be able to see the, hang on, the name when it comes up there, and you can see whether it's a good name for the actual thing. But yeah, so at the moment it just kind of exists as a loop which has been repeated a few times and stuff like that. But I'll play it once I just make sure that yeah. So basically I've said all what I was going to say here. So you can just have a listen to what this is. It was a pretty cool advertisement, and as I said, it's supposed to be just kind of like, you know, make a few of these and just have them as like a background music or something as well. But let's listen to the loop first. I'll look this up for you. And so that's basically just loops from there and fades out after a while. As much as I remember it, kind of, yeah, in a way. But it's, you know, I call it digital horse because it sounded like it was from a western and stuff like that. So I thought, well, what kind of fits. But yeah, as I said, this is just a simple thing. It can just be like in the background, play for a few loops, and then kind of fade out. Kind of, yeah. I'll have to look at that later just to remind myself of it. But yeah, as I said, maybe if I was having it as background music, I'd turn it down a little bit so it is, you know, more background. But yeah, so I have quite a few loops that I made with my keyboard that I got a while ago. I kind of was doing lots and lots of things. I did some for the stream and stuff like that. It's like, okay, I've got to slow down on doing this a little bit, because then I'll have just a bunch which I'll need to do stuff with. But at the moment I've just got a few that I can kind of work out what I'm going to do with them, what the process is to turn them into background loops like this. And then kind of work that out, and then and then try and make some more and stuff like that. Because, as I said, just tapping away on the keyboard and the little drum pad things and whatever, and fiddling about with the settings in the various things that come, the software that come with it. It's easy to make stuff, and it's just, you can get a whole boatload of ideas. My brain ran out of remembering what I was supposed to be saying. But yes, so anyway, Chaos also, it's wanting to distract, showed us this. After Sega's new baby, Amiga brings you the mother. Yes, this is the CD32, which we haven't actually got to in the Amiga Format magazines yet. But yeah, so you've got the CD32. Can I do a zoom? I can do a zoom. Here we go. World's first 32-bit CD games machine. Explain it. I have explained it. It's the CD32, which we haven't seen yet, and we'll get on to. But obviously, it was the follow-up to the CD TV, which was supposed to be a little bit better. A fan's graphics chip, yeah. So it's got the I think they do the AGA stuff. 256,000 on-screen colors. Digital quality audio sound, amazing. Video CD, oh dear. 32-bit software, up to half the price of most 16-bit cartridge games. Wow. 50 software titles available for Christmas, so they did get, depends what they mean by software titles. They don't say games specifically. Yeah, plug straight into your TV. You can play audio CDs. State-of-the-art technology. $299.99, which I think was less than the CD TV. When it was introduced. Twice as fast and twice as powerful as any other games machine you can buy. Game over. Have you got what it takes? Yes. Sega's new baby. I'm guessing that's going to be... I don't know. What... This would have been 94-ish or... 93, 94 or something. No, it'd been after that, wouldn't it? I can't remember what magazine we're on. We're going to have a look at that in a bit. Where are we on? 92, aren't we? Yeah, this is the magazine we're going to be looking at. So it's 92 for this. Yeah, I think CDTV is probably going to be 93, 94 or something like that. So what Sega console was out, or newly out around that kind of time? Because it wouldn't have been the Mega Drive, I don't think. Let me see. Put in Sega, and then we can do a search and see what would have actually been available. It might have been the 32X, but then I don't know. This seems a bit. It's going to be a bit too late for that. Or what came first? Might have been the Saturn. Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, it could have been the Saturn. I'd have to know when the CD TV was released. Here, oh dear. Well, I'll get to that in a bit. You can't see what I'm looking at here, but that's the part of the point. CD 32. Let's have a look. This is not what I'm looking for. Yes, I want the Amiga thing, which was released around 1993. So it would have been... Oh, okay. So that's not right. It wouldn't have been the Saturn at all. Might have been the Mega Drive then. Interesting. Yeah, and a search for baby doesn't show up anything in Sega's Wikipedia page here, as you can probably imagine. Chaos has apparently gone down a rabbit hole. Let me just copy this link and paste it over here. Well, it's certainly interesting. Can I just view the image, please? Gosh, dear me. It's really annoying. Why did they suddenly decide open image in new tab was a good thing for all browsers rather than just view image? Anyhow. So yeah, it's slamming time. The game system that's conquered Europe is now here. Yeah, but the Saturn came after it, and so I don't know what's going on there. CD32, or to the power of 32, apparently. Ultimate Game Machine. And Microcosm, Chaos Engine, yeah. Blaze, shred, screams, rock, beg for mercy. Oh dear. Oh dear. What's this? Amiga CD32 beats the Sega CT, Atari Jaguar, the Philips CDI. So maybe the CD was just, that's what they were thinking, because that was an add-on for the Mega Drive / Genesis, wasn't it? I can't remember. Anyhow, and you've got whatever these games. Oh, I've got Zool. See? Zool. You remember Zool? Took over the world, did Zool. Oh gosh, we've got even more stuff from Chaos here. Let me... It's probably not wise, but I'm going to look at it without looking over it first. Oh no. Oh no. The Amiga 500. Yeah, so that's kind of basically what it looks like. Why has it got a VHS cassette here? So they made a special one, the Amiga 500 Video Test Flight. Interesting. I've got Marble Madness on there. Cool. Got some CAD programs or some graphings going on and whatever and stuff like that. So yeah, there is that. And let me just make sure I've gone over kind of other things here. Yeah, I've mentioned that. I can get on to the actual Amiga thing now, Amiga magazine, rather than various things that the Chaos wants me to look at. But here we go. This is Amiga Format Issue 39, October. Let me just go in. October of 1992. To give you an idea of what that was. Oh yes, I was doing a thing, wasn't I? I can go back over to here while I find my links to things. You have more, I know. Space them out, Chaos. Or do your own research and present it in your own stream. Please follow Ninja of Chaos on twitch.tv. And these other lovely people look at what they're doing and stuff like that. But let me see. So what did I get to? What was I doing here? So looking at October. So I'm possibly going to have to skip ahead a little bit. Oh god, that's my thing I just posted. I was wondering, gosh, what is all this? So you need to go into October here, because you already had a look through these. We had Ebenezer Good, and we were getting into the thing, and Ebenezer Good was still at the top here. So now let us get to the basically first proper week of October of 1992, and in the charts in the UK here we had still Ebenezer Good right at the top here, and it's got to be it's got to be the UK charts with Ebenezer Good at the top here, hasn't it really? Anyhow, so we got all these kind of ones which are very similar here. My Name is Prince by Prince came in here as well, and Simple Minds, Ned's Atomic Dustbin. Yeah, I remember the name, but I don't know if I knew the any songs by them, whatever. I'll take that. A Million Love Songs. Ah, yes, I think I kind of remember some of that. Oh, Billy Ray Cyrus with a different one, not Achy Breaky Heart, but could have been me. Wow. Some Sade in there. Dina Carroll, Status Quo. M People. Oh, I remember M People. What? I remember the name at least. I'm sure I'd recognise one of their songs at least if it came up. I can't remember which one it would be. Don't think it's this one though. Jump Around, House of Pain. So that'll plot it for some people exactly what kind of time this was. You got the I can't do the sound effect. That was more like a dinosaur in pain. But we got something here. Some of these people I don't know. The Banana Song. What the? I don't even want to know what the Banana Song here is. Don't know some of these other people. We got Jeremy falling off the charts here. Don't know this one. Paul Weller. I'm aware of who that is and stuff like that. Know some of the songs. Whatever. Oh no. Let's ignore that one. Oh, there we go. Tyrell Corporation. Don't know who that is. Talking Heads. Okay, but Lifetime Piling Up. They're not familiar with that one. New Colours. Galliano. You know. Oh gosh, that was very strange. There, that was something on Chaos' stream if you want to know. Pantera. Wow, I wouldn't have imagined Pantera get anywhere near the charts, but apparently here they are, new and at 73. And Alternate versus Evelyn King as well here, and Peter Gabriel falling off the charts a bit here. So let's see what else we've got for the different months of this here. Oh. He's dropped off the chart. Dropped off the top spot at least. So there we go. We got Madonna, but with erotica apparently here. The Orb. Yes, I remember the name. Possibly would be able to say, oh yeah, that's definitely one of their songs or whatever. AC/DC, Highway to Hell Live apparently is going on here. Sunscreen Farm. Orb. The Cure. Okay. What else do we have that's new on here? Saint Etienne. Oh gosh. It's another name I recall, but I can't think of what thing. That's Crowded House, isn't it? But yes, Saint Etienne. They would have done a song that I would know, and I have to look that up myself again later on. A lot of these I post in my music chat thing in my Discord when I actually do look them up and stuff like that. I've got some more Bobby Brown. It's not humping around this time. It's good enough. I have not actually. I've seen that. There's some things being posted to the YouTube channel, and I've kind of like saved a few of them to try and watch later on once I've watched the million other things that I want to watch and stuff like that. Let's see. Yeah, some of these. Love Me Do reissue here. Crisscross. We got some Crisscross on the chart here. I missed the bus. Oh gosh, if I go into this, is it going to start playing it at all? I Missed the Bus by Crisscross. Can I actually have a look at the album cover here? It's not going to be a good... Yeah, this is the tiny version of it. Put your clothes on backwards and get ready to jump. The Mac Dad'll make you jump. The Daddy Mac can make you jump. Oh gosh. Yeah. Okay. Robert Palmer, that's the Addicted to Love guy, isn't it? There. Hank Marvin, I've heard of the name. We Are the Champions featuring Brian May. Oh no. Urban Hype. Okay. The Lemonheads, Shame About Ray. Was that the name of an album. Because what did the Lemonheads do? Oh gosh, is it that If I Could Talk I'd Tell You song? And The Shame About Ray was the album. I don't know why I remember this. If I'm getting it wrong, I'm getting it wrong. But gosh, can I just open this up in a new tablet? Give me some other ones here. Oh, Mrs. Robinson, yeah, they did that. If I Could Talk I'd Tell You, there we go. Yeah, so they did Mrs. Robinson and If I Could Talk I'd Tell You. And yeah, I think the album was It's a Shame About Ray that this was from. But I can't remember the song It's a Shame About Ray. So there we go. And Jeremy's just falling off the chart now, and so's Eric Clapton. There. So next week we have some song I don't know at the top there. Bon Jovi, Keep the Faith. Might know it, might not, don't know. Arrested Development, People Every Day. I can't recall what it's like at the moment, but I'm pretty sure I know that one. Megadeth, Skin on My Teeth. Wow, I wasn't quite sure that like metal bands were getting that high in the charts, but there we go. We got some Megadeth here. A Megadeth British. I can't remember. Chris Rea. Oh no. This is not the song I know most from him, but gosh. Other stuff here. Bjorn Again. Erasure-ish. A Little Respect. Okay, so this is kind of ABBA tribute band, I think, is doing some stuff here. Liberation by Liberation. Is that the guy from the Divine Comedy as well? I'll have to look that up. Gloria Estefan on the chart here. The Smiths, There's a Light That Never Goes Out. That's a very positive, it was Morrissey, wasn't it? Very positive. Probably the song isn't itself. Oh, Suzanne Vega with another song which people don't like as much as, was it Tom's Diner? Some Bruce Springsteen, some John Lee Hooker in there. A Boom Boom. Oh, that's the one, isn't it? A Boom 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 Boom. I think that's the one. Temple of Dog, not familiar with that one. High Five, oh dear. Movement, never heard of them. Gary Moore, no. TLC, some TLC here. The Waterfalls, I think, was the one that I know the most from them. Mudhoney, gosh, that was one of the grunge bands, wasn't it? Whatever. I don't think I've ever really heard much from them. Oh, I might have. No Scrubs, yes. Beach, James Brown, Got You, okay. This might be the last week of the month coming up here. You're just up to the 31st of October as well. Do we get any spooky songs? I didn't think so. Run to You by Rage. Not familiar with that. Ambassadors of Funk. Oh, Super Mario Land featuring MC Mario. There we go. Super Mario Land. Oh, gosh. Is that the... Super Mario Land. I can't remember the lyrics, but there was a whole album by the Ambassadors of Funk. Gosh, if I find out links to the actual album, it's basically a bunch of Mario songs. I think they must have put some other ones in there because only certain amount of Mario songs. But yeah, wow. And look, Boom Boom's gone up in the chart a bit here. Mark Bolton's in the chart here, so I didn't mean to laugh quite so much. Annie Lennox, of course, there. Therapy. Oh yes, Teeth Grind. Not the song I know from them. It's Die Laughing and. Oh gosh, there's another one which I know, which I can't think of at the moment. Yeah, it's silly, but it's a bop. But yeah, these aren't the ones I know from Therapy. Let me just see here. Die Laughing definitely was one of them. Nowhere, yes, Nowhere. I remember liking that one quite a bit, like Going Nowhere. That's the one. Other ones not quite as much standing out in my head. Gosh, what is the one I'm thinking of though? I don't think it's any of these. I think it's Nowhere that I'm thinking of. I've got the start of it in my head. It was just a very long kind of instrumental intro, if I remember correctly. Well, let me just make. You're not going to be able to obviously hear this on stream if I on the VOD. You're not going to be able to hear this on the VOD if I do this correctly. But let me just click on listen here, and this is not the start of it. It's got a pretty good solo to it as well. Ba, ba. Yeah, pretty cool, but we'll put the audio back on the VOD there now. So, but yeah, if I remember... No, I don't think the song... That's not... It wasn't... that. What song am I thinking of? Let me just do a quick check here. What I'm thinking of. Screamager. That's the one. Screamager. Which I don't know if it actually was on the charts here at all. No, it doesn't look like Screamager actually made it onto the UK chart, which is surprising, really. Troublegum, that was definitely an album I remember the name of there. But yeah, very good. So that's a bit of therapy and whatever. Would I lie to you? Is that would I lie to you, baby? Would I lie to you? And oh my gosh, is this the actual Chippendales? Oh, we've got some Metallica, Wherever I May Roam. Chaos, you might get a bit of an idea from that, when this is and all that kind of thing, because I know you're into your metal stuff and stuff like that, so you might I'm just kind of double checking things really. It's paranoid that I haven't turned the thing on, back on, whatever. I don't know who that is. Ugly Kid Joe trying to get back in. There. Let's see what else we've got. Jamiroquai. Oh gosh. But yeah, none of the really famous Jamiroquai song. That isn't one of the famous ones, I don't think. So Nick Berry, more TLC coming up here. Vangelis. Oh, we got some Vangelis as well. Oh dear. Conquest of Paradise. I mean, you know more individual tracks of Vangelis than I do, Chaos, but here we go. Conquest of Paradise here. Let's see how the UK chart treated Vangelis here. No UK number ones. 2 UK top 10s, however. Probably Chariots of Fire is one of those. 3 UK top 40s. Oh gosh. But yeah, no weeks in number 1. 7 weeks in the top 10. So yeah, we've got the Chariots of Fire. Peak position was only 12. Wow. I would have expected that would have been much higher. But apparently, I Hear You Now by John and Vangelis, and also I'll Find My Way Home by the same duo there as well, which I'm not familiar with. But here we go. But here you go. If you want to know how the UK chart treated Vangelis here, not so great, except for a few outliers indeed. Okay. The weeks on the chart. Oh gosh, these ones 1 week on the chart. Yeah, not doing too good. But yeah, the Chariots of Fire did spend a lot of time on the chart, but didn't get very high. Though these are the ones spent less time on the chart, but got a higher position. So there we go. It's a banger. I'll have to listen to it. Sorry that I'm kind of whatever with my eyes at the moment. They're just kind of, I think I'm just kind of generally tired-ish at the moment, and so yeah. Sweat la 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 long. I don't know if I know that or not. Chaotic Chemistry. I'm almost spelling it the same as you. There, Chaos. Vivian McComb, wow, I don't know. Junior, all over the world. Wow, no. But that was it. That was the UK charts. There, let's have a look. We've got 1992. Copy that and paste it over here. So we've got February, March, April, May, June, July, October. It did indeed say something like this. Turner Broadcasting System launches Cartoon Network. I think this is just like a worldwide kind of thing here. So Cartoon Network was launched October the 1st of 1992, it looks like here. Some bunch of other stuff. Oh yes, after performing a song protesting alleged child abuse of the Catholic Church, Sinead kind of rips up a photo of Pope John Paul II on Saturday Night Live, causing huge controversy, leading switchboard at NBC to run off the hook. You have a new emote? No, I don't think I've seen it. It's not appearing up on there. It's called Think, and it looks pretty cool. That is definitely a thinking possum there. I'm sorry it's not appearing on the screen. I don't know where that pulls stuff from and whatever, and if anybody knows how to update that or not, then please let me know, but I don't know. But it is a cool emote there. So yeah, some other stuff going on here. This is very good. God, oh, a Subaru Impreza is announced here. Here we go, stars. There's a bit of a idea of the kind of time, whatever. We got the Impreza. Let's have a look and see. Oh, that's what the Impreza looks like there. It looks like pretty much a standard kind of car you'd see around, really. But maybe in 1992 it wasn't. I don't know. It is indeed a car. Do we have interesting births around August? Not August. It's October, wasn't it? Cardi B. I know that's a person that people would know. So you got a Cardi B was born around the time this magazine we're going to be looking at it was done, and I do not know any of the other people here, but there we go for that. I mean, we normally look at what the British television is and stuff like that, so let me do that. But I've also got a thing which we're going to look at in a little bit. It's about the American television as well, so other people, namely Chaos, can see. Oh, Sky One debuts Star Trek The Next Generation, run showing 5 nights a week at 5 p.m. Wow. And the series all the way up to the penultimate episode of the 6th season on the 16th of August a year later. But prior to that, the first run rights in Britain had been on BBC Two to broadcast. Okay. With the exception of the banned episode. Oh gosh, High Ground. I don't know if I want to know why this was banned or not. But let's see what people in chat are saying here. There's really a rally car, cool. Colin McRae, okay. Yes. I think I actually own a Colin McRae rally game for the PS2, maybe. Oh, look, Gladiators, the British adaptation of the American competition program of the same name, premiered around then. Good Morning with Anne and Nick was started up. Those two, is it those two? No, they're different. I can't remember. Channel 4 airs Burning Books on Sex, program reviewing Madonna's books. Well, there's a lot of other burning books on sex that we could mention, which we won't, whatever. Oh, and there's a couple of other good things. Veteran children's television presenters Andy Crane and Violet Berlin present a brand new factual program including video games and computer technology called Bad Influence. Yeah, we've seen a bit of Bad Influence before, but we'll just bring that up just to say. And 31st of October of 1982 was the controversial one-off drama Ghostwatch, broadcast on BBC One live investigation into the haunted North London house. Now, I don't know if I've told the story, maybe I have, maybe I haven't, but I actually did watch this on the day, and gosh, it was the 31st of October, 1992. What day was that? Let me find out. 31st October 1992. What day was it? Apparently it was a Saturday. Okay. Well, I remember having to go to sleep before it finished. And so kind of was left in the kind of like, is this real? Is this not kind of thing going on? It kind of looked a little silly, I think, but obviously being a child at the time, I was slightly more impressionable, I think is the word I'm looking for. And so yeah, I was. But then the day after, I think my older brother was like, "Oh no, it was obviously fake and whatever." But then again, this is the same older brother which, when I was, I think, younger than that, told me that there was a spaceship that had crashed on the roof of our house, and that we were actually aliens and stuff like that. And I believed him for a while, until I actually got to look up at the top of the house and realise that there wasn't actually a spacecraft up there. So there you go. So American television, 1992. Okay, they're not organising this in the same way here, but we've got October here. Got some Michael Jackson things. Got some James Doohan. Stars as Montgomery Scott, an episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation. We've got here. Pilot episode for X-Men airs on Fox Kids. Sorry. But yeah, we got some things, and that's the Sinead O'Connor thing there again. And the Cartoon Network, as it said, started off with Merry Melodies' Rhapsody Rabbit, which was from 1946 by Fritz Freeling. So there we go. So if you want to have some information about that, and Bad Influences was the TV show that was... they were talking about. This is Violet Berlin here. Possibly not affecting my sexuality whatsoever. And there's also Namrud. Why they give themselves the name Namrud, I don't know, but apparently they had a cat there. I don't know what's happening to the cat. I hope it's nothing bad. But yeah, so this was the person who gave out the cheats, apparently, as well. I can vaguely remember it. Oh, yeah, they've had the data blast thing. There's probably some things on other television programs and stuff, which was you recorded on your video recorders, a number of pages of gaming articles and information were flashed rapidly on the screen during the credits, and you could read them back by playing back in slow motion on your thing. Gosh, brain's gone, but I think you get the idea there. Interestingly, as Series 2, as part of a report, Violet Berlin was included as a character in the Mega Drive game Micro Machines 2. She was also included in another video game in Series 4. So yeah, Violet Berlin is apparently in Micro Machines 2. So there we go. And Mega Flop Beat 'em Up Rise of the Robots, oh dear. So, yeah, there you go. Bad level 10? What? Oh dear. But its working title is Deep Techies. But yeah, I think they went good with going with Bad Influence, really. Ah dear. Anyhow, and in video games, in 1992, around about October, what have we got? Looking here, we got some releases up there, but let's see, we got Mortal Kombat, Iron Skins game major title, I don't know. October, Dragon Quest V, going on there. October. Street Fighter 2 just completely winning out there apparently, or I don't know how this graph works. Got some other stuff here. Kirby's Dream Land coming in here. Is that the actual first one? Is that the first Kirby game? Don't know. We've got King's Quest 6 here coming out. WrestleMania Steel Cage Challenge. Team USA Basketball. Street Fighter 2 again, obviously. What have we got? We don't have October noted here. Okay, hard release October. Sega releases the Model 1, Sega's first arcade system board, sporting 3D polygon graphics. Okay, and the Model 1, what games would have been on that? Some Virtua Racing, Virtua Fighter, Star Wars Arcade, and Wing War apparently were on that. So yeah, there we go. The Amiga 1200 computer was released as the final lower-cost Amiga before Commodore's bankruptcy. So, yeah, I don't think we've got to the Amiga 1200 at the moment, have we? I can't remember, but we might as well actually get to the magazine. So you can see free sample world best series Amiga mag, Amiga Shopper, special issue inside, of course. Beat them at their own game. You need to create your own games, and this is on the cover disc. Software called DevPack 2, which is a complete programming package. So take some tips from Populous 2 creators Bullfrog as they tutor you to games writing prowess. So this is assembly language for the Amiga, which I remember having this disc. I remember seeing it and maybe loading it up a couple of times and just it never quite sinking in. Amos was a lot better for me to work with and whatever. And this is the other disc, which is kind of like inspires the rest of the title of the stream here. We have Puppies, we have a puppy here, we have programming, with programming is obviously that up there. What comes next? Politics. Well, I kind of had to fudge it a bit, but it's got Caesar, which is a Roman-esque city management game, so yeah, kind of politics and whatever in there. And then Pinball, which we've got here, plus some PAL and NTSC mode switching going on here as well. Who are the top programming teams in the UK? Office Work, and all about Amiga CD. Oh gosh. We have Maxis Magic, so we've got some Sim Earth on there. RoboSport and A-Train. What is RoboSport? And look at these good robots on the screen here. Here's some pretty sweet robots here, and they this is what the game kind of looks like, apparently. So yeah, some RoboSport going on there, and a bunch of other things here. Some of the things we're not going to zoom in on because we kind of want to see them when they come up later in the magazine and such. But yeah, so we go on to the disc. We've got the Real Things dogs. Sorry, you remember like the Real Things? Whereas we had the humans and we had the shark one as well. Now this is the dog version, so we can have a look at a little animation there. We have Caesar, which I'm probably not going to do too well at, but we shall have to see. So, ha 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 ha. Anyway, and then we got Quicksilver Pinball. So obviously just a pinball game here. We kind of have some kind of idea of how to play that and whatever. And then the programming thing that obviously comes later on in the magazine. But we can have at least have a little look at the thing. Yeah, page 63 in the magazines when it comes up there. So we can at least have a look at some of the stuff here. Now I have to make sure that everything's set up. I didn't actually get things set up beforehand. That's okay. That's fine. So let me go to, I think the Amiga 500 was the one that worked a bit better. I think we're on Amiga Format 39. If we look at the first disc, this is the DevPack disc. So hang on, I need to move the screen. I'm going to speed it up. So this is the kind of program which I never... It was interesting to me and is still interesting to me, but I've never really sat down too much with it because, you know, on these earlier computers and things, it's kind of important to use assembler if you really want to get everything you could out of a computer and whatever. But I'm just going to load a example file here. What have we got? Okay, so do we have like a hello world? Now we have a blink, we have some other things, demo, draw. Can I scroll down, please? Months, move my header, sprites. Gosh, well, I don't know. Well, let's have a look at demo, because that seems to be... which one do I load, though? Do I just load demo like this, or demo.s? We'll try and load this, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so this is not what we want to do. Maybe this is the executable program. We definitely do not want to load that. Let us then load in the other demo.s, which is probably the source code. Here we go, Bullfrog assembly demo written by Scott Johnston. Don't change the files in this list. If you do, who knows what might happen. So we've got some things here, include all these various other files and whatever. I didn't actually figure out how to do this. We can assemble it, so put it together, program type, executable, output to memory maybe, and then we assemble it, and then it goes, does some passes and stuff like that. I'll speed up a little bit. So it does some good thinking about things. Pass 2, going over here, no errors found, and then it should just be in the memory, so we should be able to say run from memory. And yeah, I don't know if I'm supposed to be able to see anything else happening here. Like keys on the keyboard do nothing, mouse clicking and moving does nothing, joystick moving does nothing, fire buttons do nothing. So yeah, I don't know, and I don't know how to get out. Oh, Q gets out. Here we go. So if we look at some other source instead, so I can actually see what it looks like to program such a thing. We need to look at what S things. S, we already kind of looked at that, but that wasn't very interesting. Display S. Let's look this up here instead. And so this is how to display things to the screen width and height, and then yeah, basically you've got all this kind of stuff going on. So you set a few things, you jump to the subroutine wait VBI, you jump to the subroutine clear screen, you jump to the subroutine init, and then you jump to, or you move .w, so you're moving that value into somewhere else and whatever. Can I move down like this? Here we go. And yeah, there's a bunch of other commands which I don't necessarily know the meaning of. Oh, add. So adding whatever's in D1, I suppose, to D0 maybe. And clear W. W is likely to be a register. Gosh. But I don't know how the Motorola 68000 works. But yeah, this is your assembly language right here. I kind of understand. If I was looking more at either BBC Micro or Intel x86 based what do you call it, assembly language, I might have some kind of idea of what's going on there, but since this is neither of them, I haven't looked into this Motorola chip and its instructions and stuff like that, so I don't know what some of those commands mean, but I'm guessing it's moving some things around. The jump to subroutine thing seemed obvious, but yeah, other than that, I don't know. But let me see, I've got another disk here, and if we load that up instead, because yeah, we can get into the actual programming and try to maybe learn something later on in the magazine, but yeah, since I don't know much about it myself, then we can't do much learning about it at the moment. So here we go. I think, do we want do you want the puppies first? I'll let people have some input. Do you want puppies first, or save puppies? So we have one vote for Doggo, and we have another vote for Puppies. Okay, so I think I'm going for the thing. Look at, they even does a little, yeah, I think it's unanimous on Puppies then. Yep. So, you know, you got the clicking animation here. So if we load this up and let it load up a bit. It's a very simple animation. It's only as like a demo for the full release of it and such like that. So this doesn't include everything. But we can wait to load up. Here we go. You can do it! Turn live action animation into line cartoon. Wow, just one of the features the new Real Things dogs. And yeah, so yeah, hopefully it helps style a little bit. And you can, it's not that button. If you click the button, there we go. If you click the mouse, it pauses. So you can see all the different animation frames of Papa here. And I'll just let it go and do its work. We need some. Hang on. I don't know if this quite fits, but can have a bit of this. Oh dear, I clicked it. Oh yeah, the ears flopping about. Very good. You have many reasons for existing, Chaos. Don't be like that. Slightly something more jaunty for the dog, I think, but I think it works in some way. But there we go. So there's Pup, and don't worry, I have my save state right there. So if we ever need Pup, when we're looking at the discs, oh no, gosh, we have Pup. JRPG Doggo. How is it a JRPG Doggo? So there we go. Yeah, mode switch does basically what you think it might do. Let's see if I load it up. Is it gonna? Yep, this is now in NTSC mode. less lines, and it's not quite worked out properly. Switch it back to PAL mode. Here we go. So yeah, there we go. So I've got some more lines on the screen. With the music, okay, that did that there. Good doggo. Go back to the doggo. I have a doggo button today. It's great. But anyway, so you have Caesar or Pinball. I think I'll go for Caesar first. Doggo is amazing. I'll go for Caesar first. That's what Brutus did after all. Hang on. Katie knows vague things about history. Yes, Caesar's new music. Playing, generating Scrubland. So this is. Oh gosh. 13 BC, and as yet you have no city to come. Oh gosh, the cursor's a bit difficult to work with. Okay. Can I... Oh, gosh, now I've changed to a... Oh, now I can move around. Okay. Can I select things? Okay, now I've got my pointer. Oh, gosh. So what does this one do? That one... oh no. Maybe I don't want to do that. This button swaps between city development and provincial strategy maps. Okay. So I'm guessing it's not in the thing. Land shape, water distribution, land value, administration, trouble areas. Let's find the trouble areas. We don't... Oh no, it's loading. Where are the trouble areas? I'm guessing there's no trouble areas because it's black. Okay, water distribution. Check the water distribution. Is it land value? Maybe we got a land with lots of value. No. Okay, how do I? Okay, that's how you quit out of this. So now this is a box. Okay. Okay. This is 200. Okay. Oh, I put a thing down. Ah, cool. Neat. So if I'm going to put a box down here, let me put a box. Okay, no. If you're wondering this is not intuitive to me then... Well, gosh, the big thing I put down, I think I have to clear all the scrubland first, though, don't I? 20, I don't have 20 available for anything. I have a hammer. Oh, select industry type. Glass, tin, pottery, copper, wine, ivory, wheat, spices. What's good for, like, a Roman gameplay, indeed. What's good for Roman spices, do you think? Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, sorry, I clicked on... No, let's not do that. I don't think I'm going to be able to put it down anyway. Tin. Yeah, I need to clear the scrubland somehow. What's this? A fist. Ooh! Barbarian sighted? Oh no, that is not good. I don't want to sight barbarians. This is not good. Okay, now I have 100. Put that down there. Okay, so I've got another thing. Cool. I don't know what that does. It's probably a coliseum of some sort. Cool. Is my gladiator battle button? No. Okay. What else do we have? We have other things here. So, oh look, this looks like a digging kind of thing. Can I click it, please? And then, boom! Aha! Here we go. We can destroy things. It's 12 BC now. Okay. Can I stretch things out? No, do we have to do things individually? This is kind of annoying. We should, like, at least make a way for people to get between these two things. You know, since they are Romans, they should have some kind of road, shouldn't they? But I don't know. Oh, I think I got it. I think I got it. Roads. Let's put roads down. Oh gosh. So we connect these two things up like this. There we go. So we got a couple of roads. Is this people? We need some people. Oh gosh, what's going on here? Do I talk to you? Is this what we're doing? Tax rate. Let's tax everybody a lot. Or it's not letting me do that. Okay. Who are you? You. Can I click on your head instead? Okay, tax revenues. Indeed. And these people... Legion info and cohort allocation screen. Okay, and this guy... Liberty. We have to pay taxes to be free. Oh, we got some culture. Don't have a lot of... We don't have much prosperity. Definitely don't have much empire. 2% peace. But yeah, we have some culture, which is good. Who are you? Oh gosh. Oh no. Let's get out of here. Oh dear me. I'm guessing there's just people hanging around in these things. Okay, now that does something else. There's more things. And there's even more things. Let's look at a chart. Oh, right. Ah, okay. Is this one of my trouble areas? No, my trouble areas are good. My land value. That's my land value. I'm doing fairly well. I don't know what I'm doing in this game. It's okay, though. We have puppies. Puppy, 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 puppy. Anyhow. We have puppies. I can even push the fast forward button and make the puppy go fast. Look at that good puppy doing a good run. It's a good puppy. You go, puppy. Anyhow. Let's have a look at the pinball. Tilt! No! Fast forward a little bit. Oh gosh, look at this. Now this is demonstrating the Amiga's ability to do like was it rotating palettes? So basically you've got the palette of colours here. If I pause it here, you'll be able to see a bit better. So you've got like this grey, and then the lighter grey and lighter grey and lighter grey, and then goes to the red. So basically this is the way the palette is set up at the moment. So what they do is then they say, okay, so move the colours in that palette along a little bit. So now the grey bits are moved along, get some blue and some green in here now. And then obviously then it comes back into the red, like that. So just kind of cycling between like kind of grayscale values and some RGB values. And because of the way that the rest of the thing is set up, sometimes it looks like the thing's going around in circles, sometimes it looks like they're, you know, moving along and stuff like that, and other times it just looks like they're doing some kind of weird coloured rain or something like that going on here. But anyway, player 1 keyboard sounds good. Number of balls 5, reset targets yes, play a game of pinball. Let us do. Okay. Fine. Loading some more. See what else. Ooh. I have a bloop sound effect. Those are my flippers. Cool. Okay, there's stuff on the top there. So yeah, this isn't the most realistic feeling kind of pinball I've played. Okay. I don't know what the physics on this ball is. Oh gosh. Let's see, pinball dreams and fantasies and illusions definitely came along to show that you could have better pinball games on the Amiga than this. Gosh, what is that ball doing? Okay. Can I just keep it doing this? Oh no, it flies at a different angle sometimes. Okay, oh gosh. Ball, this is not... What physics are you following, ball? It's awful. I mean, you see what the ball is doing, don't you? This is not natural. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Well, out of balls. Never mind. You know what we're not out of? Puppies! Let's go, puppy! Yeah, take it slow. Do a bit of a run. Then take it slow again. Do more of a run. Ah, gosh. Yay! A puppy again. So yeah, there we go. I'm wondering, actually, if I can add in existing, where is it? Here we go. No, it's not add in existing. Let's do something else. So that's exactly the one I want. So you can just kind of, oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Undo that. Okay, that didn't undo. Okay, never mind. It's stretch it back properly. And I want this button, so I can like do this, and then do this, and then do this, and then kind of do that. And then we can just like move that to like maybe over here a bit. Which is a very good doggo. So there we go. We can just keep that kind of going there. So let me find my cursor and everything else. I think this is the best thing to come from from this. Anyhow, if I pop this back over here, we can continue to look through the magazine. So what was it trying to tell us? Oh, it's actually got the animated brush in there as well. Big Line Pup, it's called. Awesome. But there we go. Let's see, so we had, like, gosh, there's all this stuff. There's the forum, which we kind of went to there. The forum again. Bill School, Bill War, Bill Prefecture. Yeah, a lot of stuff going on. Finding a good spot. Oh, near water. That would have been a good idea, wouldn't it? Should have put our city near some water, and you can do some pipes and things and some other roads and whatever. You can build slowly. And, yeah. Workers need jobs, do they? Oh my. But yeah, so then there's all this, and yeah, Quicksilver Pinball. One level demo of a most excellent little licenseware game indeed. Licenseware is a bit like budget software, and it's very cheap as games go. The difference is that it's usually only available from one mail order source. Okay. If you've been holidaying on Mars for the past 50 years, you might not have heard of Pinball, but somehow you've got an Amiga. But never mind. Yeah. Learn how the ball moves. Oh gosh. Keep your flippers up, indeed. Don't worry, everybody. Keep your flippers up. One card you won't get on your 18th. An LT... What is this? An LTD account is something you won't be able to open on your 18th birthday. That's because it's been specially designed for 11 to 17-year-olds. Cash card gives you 24 hours access to your money, and you'll get a higher rate of interest than you could if you were 18 or over. All for a minimum investment of £10. So make the most out of your money. Oh, from Britannia, there we go. The Building Society. A600, 299 price cut, shocker. Wow. So, and there we go. I mean, the A600 does look very, very cute next to like a little monitor and things like that there, doesn't it? Imagine my nice little A600 here. Just it's cute as well. But with the right accessories. You have to accessorize your Amiga. But yeah, there we go. So yeah, reasons for the cut at a glance. The A600 with surface-mounted chips in a smaller case is cheaper to make. Okay, it's also more reliable. Recession is having a high... Oh, sorry, the recession... Blah. The recession is having an effect on all high street sales, but a 25% cut should help the Amiga fight this. Commodore are hoping to gain sales at the expense of PC and games console rivals. And a new price is psychologically more acceptable to the customer because it seems close to £200 and a remote from £400, and because the compact A600 looks less like a serious computer, I'm sorry A600, and more like a kind of computing console. Oh dear. So yeah, Commodore obviously showing that they're maybe a little bit in trouble there. Oh gosh, look, it's Zool. Zool again. We've got like Zool twice today. You know, Zool's all over the place. You just can't escape from Zool. Mixed ability pack. What a strange way to say it. Clearly, clearly the outstanding title is Zool, and this Sonic the Hedgehog beta reviewed in this month. Oh, we got a review for Zool, so you'll actually be able to see what. No, sorry. Of course, we all know about Zool. Gosh, a review. How boring. Gosh. Anyway, Zool would not be in the pack, seemingly regretful at its non-inclusion. Oh dear. Gosh, and they don't have D-Paint in there as either. My word. Got a very fancy-looking advert over here with no words and stuff. Just a huge bird, some kind of knight with a copper sun, and some kind of archer and other person. I don't know what this is trying to advertise here. New Amiga said to be an A2000 replacement. So I think it's just looking into the A1200 here, but they don't have the name for it. Yeah, speculation is rife about the specification for Commodore's latest Amiga. It's set to be launched before Christmas. So yeah, we know it's the A1200 from what we looked at earlier. But yeah, they don't have the name for it, and they don't have anything. This is October, the October issue, and they're like, we don't know what's going to happen before Christmas when they launched this. So yeah. Oh, he had the Commodore reject fears on warranty repair firm. Oh yes, remember Wang here. We read that in somewhere, I can't remember where it was. Maybe it's on the Wikipedia side, that they weren't doing good at doing the warranty. Oh, they're in financial trouble as well. It won't affect Amiga owners. Oh dear. Wang got the job after the National Repair Centre went bust. Oh gosh. Yeah, they say anything about Wang not doing bad. Oh, Wang have filed for Chapter 11 in the US, which basically means the US firm is financial hot water. Oh dear. But yeah, apparently they didn't do a very good job at fixing things and stuff either. And oh, you get your head around this. You've even got some more Zool right here. They're really pushing on the Zool here. Oh look, there's the ant from Pushover as well. So if you didn't know as well, we'll probably see it in the review, so I won't mention it now. So we'll just go back here. Is that EA actually? Is that EA's logo, or was that somebody else? Can't remember. Okay, Special Reserve, what have you got for us this time? Anything interesting? Gosh, this looks chunky, doesn't it? Even got like a little globe thing on it as well. Amazing. Gosh, this one's got the... I think that's what you would when you kind of push in and pull out as well, isn't it? I think there's controllers that do that. Sometimes I say things that sound like they're fact, but it's just me kind of assuming something when I was younger and then just kind of not being able to get rid of that association. Like something I mentioned before. Yeah, I mentioned something about some music and I was completely wrong about it. If you remember what it was, then you'd have an idea, but I'm not going to mention it. But yeah, I was quite wrong about something. But I say we won't get into that now. Yeah, still the ears here for there, and look, Zool. It's Zool. Everybody, it's Zool. And wow, it's a little kind of shelf you can put your digitizer and second hard drive in as well. Amazing. Oh, this fancy disc box. Cool. Pretty nifty looking disc box as well. We didn't have ones like that. We had one more like this. Yeah, Zool, it's gonna take everything by storm. And look, Nintendo Super NES with Scope 6 and Super Mario World for $199.99. This is why. This is why the Amiga was kind of in trouble here. Yeah, I got the Super NES just by itself, or with Super Mario World. Free second controller. Wow. Free Nintendo Mario Game & Watch. Gosh. They're selling it to me now. I wish I could have one of those. I don't need it or anything like that. But anyway, it's just that thing, you know. It's cool because it's Game Watch. Oh, this is Goblins. This is Ween, apparently. No, this is Goblins. This is the second Goblins. Maybe they called it Ween. Oh, yeah, here we go. DI's other title is Goblins 2, The Prince Buffoon. Yeah, so I think this is Goblins 2, and not Ween. Because yeah, Ween is a medieval fantasy which features plenty of digitized video animations. There we go. So yeah, I don't know what Ween is. Curse of Enchantia. Interesting. This is definitely Goblins 2. And this is one of the Goblins. This is one of the other Goblins. Did they spell it wrong? They spelled it wrong. They spelled it with 3 eyes. It's only supposed to have 2 eyes because it's got 2 goblins. The first one had 3 goblins, so it had 3 eyes. The second one has 2 goblins, so it has 2 eyes. And then the third one only had 1 eye because it only had 1 goblin. But it was called Goblins 3. I don't know why this is complicated for anybody. I've got some Blanca down here, isn't it? It's Blanca. Wiener's band, yes, I know. And yes, and sometimes British people call Christmas Crimble. Because what else do we have? Humans. It's not lemmings, indeed. Some kind of chess-like game, it looks like, called Ragnarok. Interesting. But there we go. Yeah, a thing which I don't. Not interesting. Let's have a look at some of these ones on the side as well. I just fancy doing so. Abandoned Places 2, another thing. I think we've seen something about this before as well. So what's it? Fire Force? Yeah, we saw this kind of thing. It's reminding me of something. Maybe I played this before. But it's definitely reminding me of something if I haven't played this specifically. Piracy? Wow, look, it's like Sea of Thieves, but 16-bit. Gnome Alone. Interesting. Little goblin thing, or a gnome in a garden. Yeah, we'll go Fatal Strokes. This is access denied. Virtual reality environment where you're able to fly around the entire Earth. Yeah. Oh my word, the A3000 sees a massive price slash as well. Oh gosh, yes, Commodore not doing the greatest here. Some Wing Commander, which is a space sim kind of thing, looks like. And oh gosh, this doesn't look like a good situation for this person, does it? Okay. Printer makers continue drive for Amiga owners. Okay, so these are printer makers are trying something there. Oh, KGB. Yes, there's a game called KGB, which is about being in the KGB, as you can imagine. What's this saying? Your colleague, Captain Belov, is at his desk, typing a report. You await orders from your superior, Major Vovlov. Okay. See, I think this is a point-and-click thing as well, so that's another one which I need to note down on my list. And yes, Mansell makes a new name, and yeah. This is when I don't know if he quit before or after this, but he definitely quit around this time, didn't he? We saw in the news and whatever, but it's not saying anything about it, I don't think. It's now going to be known simply as Nigel Mansell's World Championship, reflecting that it is now no longer such a challenge for the 1993 Formula 1 World Champion. Because it was called Nigel Mansell's World Championship Challenge. Yeah, so this is saying there's still several races left. But although Nigel can't expect to relax and play the game for a few weeks yet, he'll have plenty of time to relax after he retires from Formula 1, which, you know, not quite there yet. What? Oh, Second Samurai. You remember the first Samurai demo? That title is just all kinds of wrong. But there's some bits and pieces of the samurai and their sword for the second version. Amiga Tagline. There's this some weird stuff going on here. Well, here you go for a bit of a conspiracy theory stuff here. Religious symbolism, Masonic imagery, or just a good old Amiga having fun. What do you need a huge studio space for when your palette and brushes are all stored inside an A500? Alien Heart create computer art in this room. Interesting. They have a Marshall amp, they have a keyboard. I would have loved being in this room. Well, I would love being in that room now. They even have a mixing desk. And there's a guitar over there as well. Bunch of cables on the walls. Yeah, I'd love being in this room even now. Maybe not with a ghosty person there, but you know. Yeah. It's pretty good. Doesn't have quite enough synthesizers in it. You know, good old retro synthesizers and whatnot. But there we go. You've got some Zool again. They're really excited about Zool here. Whatever. I don't know what. It looks rather mean to this bird, doesn't it? Pretty clever and pretty colourful, but we're keeping it very quiet. Maybe, yeah. It says, shh. Oh, behind the camera. Okay, cool. But yeah, it seems slightly sinister, doesn't it, really? Oh, it's 43 decibels, apparently. Which is not the quietest, I don't think. You can definitely get quieter than that. I know, coming in with the hot facts here. Yep, some more CD stuff going on here. Oh, CD TV discs. Somebody put the thing in. Oh, so this is not new ones. This is old. A bun for Barney. Again. But yeah, CDs with MIDI. Yeah, that didn't work again, did it? CDs with graphics. Oh yeah, they definitely tried that. Fascination, pure magnetism. Be prepared to be lured into temptation as airline captain Doralice May accepts a mission that will lead her through the mysteries and intrigue of Miami City. Interesting. By Cocktail Vision. Is this a point and click? Is this something I'm going to have to look into? Recommended for ages over 16. Maybe it's not something I want to put on stream then. Especially given what I can kind of see here. As long as they keep that many clothes on, that's fine. It's fine. Maybe I'll need to do some research into that before just putting it on stream without thinking about it. Indeed, it might be a little bit too spicy. There's some more stuff about CDs and stuff here. We've got Trivial Pursuit. Gosh, Trivial Pursuit, they need a whole CD for... Well, they probably do need a whole CD for that with all the questions and things like that they need to put in for variety. But you saw in some of the previous ones, actually, in fact, you go up to the... what page was that? About 30-something. Up to the special reserve thing. So this is what people will be buying games for, whatever. You've got a big collection of games. You've got Rainbow Islands, Bubble Bobble, New Zealand Story, all for $9.99. Kind of older games, but still a good pack here. There's a Kermit card, was there? I didn't see the Kermit card. I'll have to get back to that. But yeah, so they've got Ghostbusters 2, Indiana Jones, Robocop, and Batman. All for $9.99 as well, you know, and all that kind of thing. They got Flight Sim for $14.99 and Jimmy White's snooker game. Same kind of price there. I think the new ones that come in, at least I saw on another advert, were about like 25 quid was like kind of like the high tier new releases for the Amiga, and that. But obviously, I think Special Reserve was to. Okay, cool. I'll get back to that. But yeah, Special Reserve was like, oh, we can do things cheaper, because obviously we saw about Humans, this game here, which, oh gosh, that didn't work quite well. But that is like $17.99 there. So yeah, these were like the, you can get things cheaper through us kind of places. But yeah, 25 quid, I think I kind of like remember as well, vaguely. That's kind of like the just kind of like that's the cost of Amiga games. And obviously with inflation, it would, you know, I actually looked at the calendar as well. From this point in time, it would have been like double that. So the 25 quid would have been roughly about like 50 quid or so, or the equivalent of 50 quid nowadays. But yeah, so you get that in the idea. 25 quid is what we're kind of looking at for Amiga games, but you can get through like Special Reserve cheaper and stuff like that. So if we go back to what we were saying here with Trivial Pursuit, our recommended retail price for Trivial Pursuit on CD is 50 quid. This game, which doesn't look very fancy at all, and it's apparently 37%, it's 30 quid. A casino game is 25. Battle Chess Lemmings, which has obviously been out a while for this at this point here. 2 years on, so yeah, 2 years old game, which would been released probably about as I said, 25 quid or something like that. Is 35 on here. Let's actually go back up. In fact, oh yeah, there's a Green Lotus Kermit car. They have a good face on them. Yeah, they have a pretty good face. But yeah, let's go back up actually. I would skip down actually more than that. So let's go back to the Special Reserve thing. Let's see how much Lemmings actually was. Lemmings, one of the top ones here. Yeah, Lemmings here. $13.99, and you can get the expansion. Oh no, more Lemmings for $9.99. So for both those games together, you get more Lemmings than you get on the CD. So 14 quid plus. So that's 24 quid, and then you got 10 quid to spare. So yeah, this is why the CD TV didn't do all that well. But yeah, let's go back over to here. So you got your Lotus 3, the final challenge. Wow. The ultimate racing experience. Power of Rex, a revolutionary concept giving you the power to generate a virtually infinite number of unique racing scenarios. You never want another racing game again, Stars. This is the one for you. Lotus 3 on the Amiga. Oh, you can race the Esprit, Elan, or the futuristic Lotus M200. I mean, do you even know what an M200 is, Stars? It's so futuristic. So here we go. It's a Rex Racing Environment Construction System. You're sold. Are you aware of the M200, by the way, Stars? Actual question. I'm wondering what's happening with this kind of interesting geometric kind of dome thing going on here. It's a bit of a weird scenery, but there we go. Case of the Cautious Condor. I think we've seen screenshots of this before. Yeah, the Hand of the Basketball. We had a tiny look at that, but not very much. But yeah, look at these, like the equivalent of 60 quid today for some animated, or an animated, no, basically an audiobook of Hound of the Baskervilles, which you can kind of slightly interact with. Gosh, don't know. Look at all these fancy things. This is not the Sound Blast which you might be thinking of. But look at that. It's a concept car. Okay, cool. Amazing value disk drive, yeah. A scanner as well. Nice. Got the Flying Fortress game once again. A town with no name. Gosh. A Wrath of the Demon? Gosh. Look at this person riding their horse. Xenon 2, so a pretty old game at this point. Xenon 2, 30 quid. 30 quid. And hello, Sepulchral Green. It kicks ass, does it? That's good to know. They give it, wow, 35% they gave it apparently. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. Let me, oh gosh. I'll get this right, don't worry. Guinness Book of Records, or Guinness Disc of Records, sorry. 35 quid there. Future is here. Digitizing things, horribly animated, really bad voice acting in the gameplay barely exists. Oh. It kicks ass in that kind of way, I see. Good. But yes, I don't know if you're new around here, because I'm not too familiar with your name, but hello anyway. Let me see. Got American Vista Atlas and World Vista Atlas. Cool. So what places have we got? We got oh, this is London here. So we've got Bristol, Poole, Bournemouth, Portsmouth, Worthing, Brighton, got Southampton in here as well. Salisbury. Yeah. A big red blotch on London. That's okay. Where is that? Sacramento, I think that says. And I can't read. I think that says Oakland, doesn't it? But anyway, so there we go. There's those things. Garden facts if you want to know about your garden, that's good. Illustrated Bible as well. Got a bit of a line going on here. Okay. Nothing about lions, it's just Genesis, that's okay. Japan World, interesting. So this is oh gosh, I'm gonna get this wrong, aren't I? Is that a nay? Might be. The font is slightly different to what I'm used to seeing. Anyhow, but yes, this is your katakana right here. Or you can say yeah, gosh, now that I'm trying to remember stuff when I'm actually on camera, it's harder. That's totally Kaki, Ku, K, and Ko down there. So yeah, so Su, She, and stuff like that. And this is actually hiding up the one behind it, which I want to just confirm. But I think it's Ne, because it's not A, because that would be the hiragana, more like the hiragana version of it. It's definitely not a Su, because anyway, never mind. But yeah, there's a bunch of all these things. I think we've seen these kind of things before, haven't we? They're just kind of going, this is the things you can get for the CD32. We promise. What is this thing for another world here? Oh, it's a what do they call it? Geode, or whatever. But yeah, strange reason they've done that when they've done the whip in the hat for Indiana Jones, done some badges for the flight sim thing, and skull for Monkey Island. Here, yeah, got Asterix as well. Minerals, okay. Let's see. Learning is fun. Cool. I'd like to learn with that frog. Apparently, you have to be 6 to 8 years old. 6 to 8 years old to have fun with a frog. Unfortunately, though. So there we go. Yeah, one in motion. We're not zooming in on that, but you can kind of get the idea what that is. There we go. Calculus computer store. Wonderful. Price Shock. Amazing. And yeah, here we go into the reviews and things like that. Oh, we've got Premiere coming in here as well. Interesting. Shadow of the Beast 3. Oh gosh, they're already on to Beast 3, are they here? But yes, interesting kind of waterfall, is this supposed to be? I'm not sure. But yeah, you've got the same kind of like, or similar art to the other Shadow of the Beast games going on here, and some puzzles and things like that you have to figure out. And you're more of an actual person this time, since you're getting free from being under the shadow of the beast and such like that. Oh, of course, there's a 15 puzzle. It has to be a 15 puzzle. Every game needs a 15 puzzle. And some, yeah, some balancing things going on here. Very interesting. Oh, and yes, I kind of had a brief look just to make sure that I had this magazine and whatever, and it was all pages were coming up properly and stuff like that. And we have Bullfrog over here. Can you see what drew my attention? Can you see? Why, yes, it's our friend, Peter Molyneux, with a very interesting expression on his face. I'll let that stay on the screen for a moment. If that scares you too much, look at the puppy. But yes, for some reason, he thought posing like that was a good idea. But there we go. Kind of. Yes, let's hope that it recognises a face in that, and let me cover my face. So that's the only face apart from the doggo. Oh no, I can't cover the doggo's face. But yes, please, YouTube, pick this to be the thumbnail. There was a frightening one which I kind of avoided last time, but yeah, that is a thing. So yeah, assembly language. We have the DevPack 2 assembler here, and I know very little about Motorola 68000 assembly language, but this sure looks like assembly language to me. Monitor, okay. This is a thing. 9 sprites used for the man sprite in the demo. We only saw one of them, didn't we? Because it kind of got stuck. I possibly just set it up incorrectly and whatever. But yeah, so move W. Is that using some kind of W register then or something like that? Is that what that means? Let me just see if I can find out. No, I don't think it's actually telling you everything. It'd be nice if you read a 68,000 assembler book. Okay. So, yeah, there we go. And how to use the disk, do things. So, loaded it up. And then click assemble. Click memory, which I did. And then to the program, click run. So I did all this, but it displaying a sprite. It displayed the sprite. Is it supposed to have animated, or is it just displaying a sprite? Okay, so here we go. Yeah, the MC 68000 central processor from Motorola Corporation, as it says there. But yeah, oh, here we go. Command overview. Move W. The move command is one of the most heavily used commands. I did notice that. For simplicity, we are using move W. The W means word size data only. Okay, that's what it means. The equivalent of basic let statement. So it's not to do with the... Oh, the D0 and what are those going to be the registers then, are they? Ah. That might be what it's doing. So you add... So you add the value of 1 to the D0 register there. This is me just trying to work it out on the fly on the stream, so I'm possibly going to be wrong. So yeah, subtracts. So if you want to multiply numbers, you've got to do this multiple times over and over again, unless there's a particular thing here. Oh yes, and branches. So branch always, so it's similar to a go-to if you've ever used basic and whatever. Branch if carry clear, branch if carry set, branch if equal, and stuff like that. So basically, you do some kind of calculation. It stores something in like the carry or whatever thing, and then if you call this branch if carry clear thing, it'll jump to a different part of the program if that carry flag is empty, which means obviously it would divide, the one number would divide into the other properly, or whatever. Got some jump to subroutine and return. I guess it would be return from subroutine, but RTS apparently there. Arithmetic shift right. Yeah, you can do a lot of complicated things. Like this is like a shift, so it moves the one across here like that and moves this other one across here, change things so you can like half the numbers because it's binary. And I don't want to get into all the things, but this is part of thing. Oh, what's oops. Looking them, it can't be done on Workbench 2 machines. Okay. Upgrading to the latest dev pack. Wow. Dev pack 3 is a new one that's out. So basically they're putting the free version on the Coverdisks so that you buy the next version. And look at these joysticks. Just what your Amiga wanted. Indeed, my Amiga wants this. It's kind of like the Bug, but maybe even more uncomfortable. I don't know, maybe it's supposed to be ergonomic instead, so you hold it like this. Maybe it's supposed to be more ergonomic than the Bug, because the Bug was just like you hold it here and you click the buttons on the front. So this seems like it's more like you hold it more like this, which is possibly more ergonomic than the Bug. I'll give it that. And it's called the Manta Ray. And gosh, look at this. I would love this. You can probably see all the micro switches underneath here, and you'd hear the clickety clackety click and stuff like that, and it'd be all wonderful. But it is kind of a silly shape. Gravis, you might know Gravis from the I think the ultrasound. Kind of a sound card for the PC, I think it was, and whatever. They did joysticks, of course, because the sound cards kind of had joystick ports as well and stuff like that. So there's all that tied in there. So there you go. Top 10 coders in the country. What? Oh, here you go. Peter Molyneux again, not looking quite so frightening. What even is this? He got into computer because he is completely dyslexic. Okay. I doubt he got rid of his dyslexia. But there we are. So this is just some little interviews with some people who've done things. So here we go. These are the people they're going to look at. So we've got Archie McLean, who, as you can probably see over here, is one of the people responsible for Jimmy White's snooker. Oh gosh, what happened here? We skipped down, everybody. We skipped down again. I don't know why it does that. There's a teaser. We're actually getting to Zool, everybody. Are we ready? Are we excited for Zool when it comes up? But anyway, so they did IK Plus. Cool. Obviously, Peter Molyneux. We got a bunch of things. I don't know what this code name one is. Raphael Secco, maybe? Do I know? I've heard of Solomon's Key. Gosh, need to reload things on my thing over here. Oh, First Samurai Time Machine. Time Machine's pretty neat as well. I still need to get into showing that off. Sean Southern. We've got some Lotus. Lots of driving games, looks like, going on here. Jeff Crammond's Formula 1 Grand Prix revs, yeah, some more simmy kind of stuffs. David Braben, if you don't know David Braben, you probably heard of Elite. Did a few other things for the Amiga here as well. And Elite 2, Frontier, of course. Brum Brum, indeed. This person did a lot of Brum Brum games. Ricky App, Macbeth, Titanic, Trivial Pursuit, Yes, Prime Minister, Hunt for Red October. Interesting games to work on there. Tony Crowther, Monty Mole, okay. And Bug Blaster, I think I've heard of those. I don't know. Because there was one they were working on called Bob as well, but then that seems to have gone over to being called Pip. I don't know, but Did it mention it here? What it is? Okay. It should hopefully be released about a year. He thinks it'll be truly awesome going by past records. He might be right. So that's about you got to. October of 1992 is when this was released. So if anybody wants to look up any information, then they can do so. Okay, open a NatWest Card Plus account and we'll give you £30 of HMV vouchers. Amazing. And hello, Erodium, by the way. I don't think I said that. Got some more Special Reserve adverts here, but this is for like the Game Boy and stuff like that. They're really spreading out their ads and things like this. They're doing pretty good. So, okay, so they mentioned that. And Zool! Gosh! This is the first review in Amiga format of Zool. Remember how Zool took over the world? Was better than Sonic and Mario. Let's go back to when everybody was learning about Zool for the first time. So here we have Zool, a little alien ninja from the nth dimension. May or may not have been sponsored by Chupa Chups. Well, yeah, they're not showing up as the adverts here, but the Chupa Chups was definitely a thing. Though I can't see a very big advertising thing here, because wouldn't it have been on these kind of lollies where it would have said Chupa Chups across it? Because I'm sure I remember seeing the adverts in the game for it, but they're even saying here, you know as well as I do, that $25.99 is a lot of money to pay for a game. Oh dear. So yeah, those CDTV games and things that are coming out for well over that. It's it makes you wonder how they even thought they could do it. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no, like totally intense, dude. Whoa, the first thing you realise is the psychedelically intense man, stupendously bright. Now I understand the prepare yourself stuff was all about. First thing, install a pair of shades. That's better. Oakley's in place. And I can bear to look at the screen without squinting. We're talking the most outrageously colourful graphics to ever be seen on the screen. That includes any screen. Super Nintendo, Mega Drive included. So, this Zool dude, who is he anyway? It says here that he's a ninja of the nth dimension. Who am I to argue? He looks like a ninja to me. He's got one of those red scarves tied over his eyes and everything. He can do his mystical ninja tricks. Okay, then I'm getting into other waffle and stuff like this, but yeah. So this is Zool. Zool has a sword. Zool spins around a lot and jumps around and is, actually fairly reasonably fast for an Amiga game. Probably everybody's playing Zool, even Zool. You can go to the Funfair world and you can even get on a thing and jump on some buttons to play Zool and stuff like that. But as I remember, we haven't actually seen it on this stream yet, but I think Zool is actually technically supposed to be Switchblade 3, or it would have been Switchblade 3, but they decided to throw the Zool character in instead. If anybody knows about Amiga stuff, I think that's right. Obviously, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it... that quote there... Is it this quote, do you mean? This is the game that makes Sonic and Mario look like the sad creations of teams deluded... What? This is the game that makes Sonic and Mario look like the sad creations of teams of deluded child psychologists that they are. What? That is quite a quote. Who needs hedgehogs? Not for the pause mode. It would be all too much for a normal human to take. I mean, you need a can of Coke every now and then and need to get rid of fluid occasionally too. This is no territory for normal humans. Yes, this is the game that makes Sonic and Mario look like the sad creations. There we go. That's Sonic's got the speed, Mario has the size, and what? And the gameplay. Zool's got both. Oh gosh. They're even developing Zool for the Game Gear apparently. My word. But probably, yeah. We got here a mind-blowing trip with the volume What? A mind-blowing trip with the volume turned up graphics. Get thermonuclear protection before you look at these screens. Wording, but I don't know what. I think that comma's in the wrong place or whatever. Scrolling that's smoother than the cream in those horrible American cakes. Ultra-responsive control method makes dodging, weaving, ducking and diving a cinch. From Yorkshire. Mega fast, mega vast, mega blast. 95%. And they said up here that apparently Sonic would only get 91%. So, you know, Zool got 95. And yeah, so you got various different worlds here. You got Music World, Fruit World, of course, Tool World, Toy World, and then Funfair World, and then, oh gosh, Shoot 'em Up World, where you get to pilot this kind of Zool face, but it looks like a kind of backwards chicken. Though it does look pretty cool, a chrome Zool head. But yeah, so apparently Zool, I mean, we'll get onto it eventually. But yeah, apparently Zool is the hot stuff. Let me just do a quick check here. Volume 10. Okay. Apparently, if I search for Zool in this thing, which is an Amiga format, we're not coming up with anything as being on the Coverdisks. Wow. So it looks like when we were looking through all the Amiga format things, we won't be finding a Zool demo, but I know there's definitely Zool demos on some of these Coverdisks. So yeah, got CU Amiga, Amiga Action. Yeah, so CU Amiga and Amiga Action, and the One as well. So when we get to those magazines, oh, the One was for Zool 2, because yeah, Zool had a sequel. For better or worse. But yeah, as I remember, it's not actually too bad a game to play. It has some pretty catchy music and stuff. But yeah, so obviously we'll have to wait and see how amazing it is. I mean, obviously it's going to be blowing our minds, so we'll just have to really prepare ourselves for it. Because, you know, I don't think we're prepared for Zool right now. It's obviously so awesome. A thrilling role-playing adventure. 3 playable coin-op video games. So you've got a breakout in here. And this is the French version, apparently, because you've got Jouet in there. Interesting. I'm just by Ubisoft, so who cares? Gosh. Plan 9 from Outer Space. Yeah, this is something I'm going to have a look into, because obviously it's a movie tie-in, and that's what I'm normally doing on Fridays. Be prepared for Friday stream for when I play Robocop, and maybe Robocop 2. Oh gosh, and I don't know how far I'll get through it. I've always struggled with it. Oh no. I'm kind of like noticing what it's kind of saying. Kind of saying in the background. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. But we'll avoid it. I don't. What was something? Looked like change my sex. Expose of something problem. I don't know. I don't know. Anybody who's seen, I don't know. Anybody who's seen Plan 9 from Outer Space, any insight on that? Gosh. But yes, like Amiga Power, this was one of the issues here. Ed Wood's, okay. Interesting. I'm not sure if I'm... It could be very problematic, given the time this magazine was released, and then obviously given the time that the film was released, obviously sometime before this magazine. Yeah. Zool's Gold, definitive look at the ultimate platformy ant-hero, indeed. So yeah, really getting into it. The Zool there, and there's the bug, good old bug, and a good old turtle. Gotta say hello to the turtle. Oh, sorry, tortoise. Gotta say hello to the tortoise every time we pop by there. Mega, 100% pure Sega Mega Drive. Oh dear. There we go. Traders. This is a very strange alien. Okay. Current standard is pretty yikes. I can imagine. So yeah, there's some stuff going on here. Okay. Oh dear. Interesting, because how you play is as important as what you play. Future Publishing announces a magazine that brings you the best of both. Super Nintendo, the world's best games machine. Oh gosh. Being run as an advert in an Amiga magazine here. Worked on by the world's best programmers. This year it's been the hot item to talk about. Next year it'll be the one machine you simply have to own. Okay. Super Player magazine, brought to you by Europe's leading publisher of games magazine. So yeah, Future's kind of got their hands in a lot of different pies there. So whatever. What is this? I don't know. Is that... It's upside down. It's very hard to make out what that's saying. But what game is this? I'm not sure what game that is. But they're having a good play of it. Whatever. I want that cushion. I want this cushion. Anyhow. Oh gosh, center up. Here we go. This is Premiere. They only give it one page. Oh dear. But yeah, Premiere, you're kind of going through different movie sets and things like that. And actually, 220, yeah, I did see a Jaguar in there. So there we go, this is the thing here. 89%, so they give it a good Jaguar supercar, indeed. We can go back here. This is what the game is called, Jaguar supercar. Spreadsheet reason. But yeah, there's your Jag. Actually, 220 probably, yeah. Zoom back in. Oh no, it's balked. Like the dog up here, balks. Gosh. Personal finance manager. There's your Lotus 123. Fascination. Yeah, this is the game which is kind of like, would I actually want to? Oh gosh, would I want to try and play it? Because look at, oh gosh. Oh no, a stunning insight into the female psyche. It is not. 65%. Ooh. So, let's have a look at these screenshots to see what they say. Blue. Oh dear. Big grimy city. Except for those elements that live and love in the countryside, obviously. So much of life is here. Except for the rural drowning. Make up your mind. This gregarious sprouting what? Is actually the character you play in Fascination. Ignore that nonsense about pilots and stuff. This is definitely not a flight sim. What did it say? I'm Doralice, the sexiest captain of the Paris-Miami flight. You like Spence? Well, you're invited to spend a delicious weekend with me. Fasten your seatbelts. We're ready for takeoff. Oh no. What is going on down here? That looks like a topless lady. That looks like a topless lady. Oh gosh, is she saying this to me? At your service, miss. Wow. Maybe I don't want to go near this game on stream. Yeah, we can kind of see what this is like. Plenty of well-drawn locations packed with objects to fiddle with. Oh gosh. Everything is pretty logical, and perseverance always seems to pay off. Almost non-existent manual doesn't set the scene or give you much useful info. It's sometimes irritatingly slow, and point-and-click movement is a bit wearisome too. Oh no. It doesn't say annoyingly pornographic or whatever, but oh gosh. To try to see. Okay, here we go. So you're playing a woman. How does this affect the game? Well, you might hope that it redresses the imbalance in favour of males in computer software, but you'd better take a look at what happens when you pop slinkily into the shower. A nude woman is what happens. A nude showering woman appears on the screen in several poses, all designed to start a hormonal reaction in the male players of the game. Yes, it's sad to say, but they have to stoop to stuff like this, and quite early on in the sequence of events too. So yes, definitely not something I'm going to be playing on stream. Oh dear. Going from never having heard of this game before to not wanting to play it on stream. Well, not quite that quickly, but you know. Anyhow. Look at these people. We're ready to take your calls. All major credit cards accepted. Paperboy 2, 44%. Oh no. Didn't do too well there, did they? Graphics are slow, small, unappealing, they scroll jerkily. That's definitely not what you want out of a Paperboy game. Reasonable samples make up in part for the ridiculously terrible music. Oh no. Constant disk access means the game often stops completely without warning. Oh dear. So, yeah. Oh gosh, we scroll down. I don't know why Edge keeps doing this. We'll go back to where were we? Does anybody know where we were? We weren't here. We weren't there. We weren't there either. Gosh, no, here we go. We're here. Oh gosh. Why would a young person want to play a paper round game? Yeah, probably had a paper round for reals, indeed. But this one, you at least get to smash out people's windows with your newspaper. So I suppose there's always that. It's the whole, why would anybody drive a car if you know, in Grand Theft Auto, if they can drive a car in real life? It's like, well, you don't get to crash into people and stuff like that. Whatever. But Strategy Masters, this is... Oh, it's Ubisoft again. Never mind. Let me see... Interesting. Some kind of Lotus Turbo Challenge 2 software. Oh yes, because of the monitor. You get the monitor, you get the thing here. But here we go. We've got Catwoman on the monitor. We've also got Nigel Mansell here and a couple of other people I don't know. Surprisingly, I only know Nigel Mansell because he kind of like was the winner and stood out and things like that. My older brother and dad watched Formula 1. I asked them why they did, and they said, oh, yeah, sometimes they crash and that's entertaining. So, you know. But otherwise, it's just, to me, just watching cars go round and round and round and round. But here we have some things. We have a lot of, cigarette adverts on there and a few other things here. Okay, so here we go. What country do Philips originate from? Are they Japanese? I think they might be. You are in the market of selling golf clubs. You wouldn't know anyone who wanted to buy them, would you? Well, I know how to do a good advert. If you didn't see Kelsey's stream last night, that we basically watching various adverts and things and stuff like that. And one of them was like, come here, buy golf clubs. Come here to buy golf clubs. We sell golf clubs here. Come here to buy... No, they just like trade in golf clubs, wasn't it? We sell golf clubs, or... we buy golf clubs. We buy golf clubs. We buy golf clubs. Over and over again. It's just like... Sure, that's an advert. What island does Nigel Mansell come from? I'm guessing it's going to be Britain, but I don't know. Who directed Gremlins? This is a bit of a weird set of questions, really, isn't it? Gremlins. Gosh. Oh my. Oh, that's not good. Yes, clearly recorded on his phone as well. Gremlins. I think I would know the name if somebody said it, but I just can't think of it. Who was the last Englishman before our Nige to win the World Drivers' Championship? Don't know. How many Englishmen have won the World Drivers' Championship? Oh dear. But yeah, Gremlins. Is that who directed Gremlins? Because then I don't know their name. 1984. Wow. Yes. Trying to look this up here. Directed by Joe Dante. Yes. I mean, I'm not doubting you on the whole thing there, but I'd never seen their name on other things. Hang on, screenplay by Chris Columbus. That was what did they do? Where do I know them from, though? I mean, they've done a lot of other stuff. Oh, is it from that series? If it's from that series, then don't worry about it. But yeah, as I said, if from that series, don't worry about it then. That's probably where I saw the name. Ah, dear, never mind. Based on gremlin folklore, apparently, in the Wikipedia thing here. Yeah. My word. And Home Alone, yeah. Gremlins 2. Who did that? Still Joe Dante for Gremlins 2 as well. I get a feeling. I was thinking some other name was going to stand out to me, but it's really not. Never mind. Where's everything gone to? Here we go. So yeah, I don't know the answer to some of those questions, but that's okay. Amiga 1500, you could win here. Even has a fancy guitar, which looks kind of awkward to play. On there. We've got Toki and Alf, isn't it, here? Gremlins 2 is better than given credit for. Yeah, I mean, I think it would have worked better in the in a movie theatre, because obviously, I mean, if you know of Gremlins 2, you know of the scene where the Gremlins kind of take over and stuff like that. Hopefully, no spoilers for people who want to watch Gremlins 2, whatever. But there's a scene where they take over, and yeah, it would work a lot better in a movie theatre, because they had to like recut it for video, because it doesn't make sense. Because basically they take over the movie theatre and they're kind of like behind the projector and things like that. And yeah, they just kind of try to do something where they're taking over your VCR or something like that. But yeah, anyway. But yeah, Toki, Alf and Puznik. Not too bad games to be getting along with it. There. Play around all year round. Yes, you can do golfing stuff, and Sim Earth as well. Of course, Maxis and Ocean there. Espana the games, because they can't call it, oh dear, they can't call it the Olympics and stuff like that. So, yeah, didn't do too well at the Olympics and whatever. I mean, they mentioned they can't mention it, but this is how you manage your athletes, apparently. Ah, righto. That's pretty neat, because yeah, the same that particular set they have on one of the the backlots of one of the movie studios, don't they? And they kind of redress it for various different things. I think it was like in probably in many television programs as well and stuff like that. But yeah, it's one they kind of dress up for a lot of different things. Curse of Enchantia. Gosh, look at this face. Look at that face. Oh my gosh. Sucked into the cursed land of Enchantia, Brad finds himself chained and manacled inside a castle's dungeon. Okay, so yeah, the general, like, you've been transported into this magical land and you get to point and click your way around. So that's another one to add to the point and clicks and stuff. Wow, this is interesting. They have just a bunch of cars stacked up on each other. And a big ship as well. Interesting. Sword of Honor. Have I seen this before? Have I played this before? Or am I thinking of something else? Cursed. Indeed, cursed. But did you see this face here, Chaos? Because I feel if you didn't see that face, you need to have seen that face. Enter as many times as you like. If you don't ring, you can't win. Indeed, indeed. Bug Bomber, which is kind of a. I can't remember what this was actually like. I know I've played it before. And I think you do put bombs down because it's kind of like Bomberman or whatever. But I think it's, yeah, different. It's interesting. Never mind what, and plus that's a look, isn't it? And apparently, if Hollywood, Hollywood, if she could and she will, it's Cool World. I think it's Cool World, isn't it? Brad Pitt was in that, was he? There we go. Oh look, Computer World. This looks very low budget, doesn't it? But it's wonderful. It's necessary to describe your opponent as shapely. Did they back there? Oh dear. But yes, Computer World. I mean, look at the repetitive graphics in the background here, and that's very similar to what was up the top there, wasn't it? Let me have a look and see if I can go back to the other one and see, where was it? It's a bit far back. Have I missed it? Was it much closer than I thought it was? It might have been. I think I went way past it. Here we go, this is the other one. So at least here, they kind of like covered up the repeating background and stuff there. So obviously this is some kind of like stock Amiga photo that you can have for some reason. But yeah, they just kind of kept the repeating background that looks pretty bad there. And oh gosh, what is appearing? That's a lion. That's a cool lion though. I like the lion. Good stuff. Sega Game Gear. Yeah, it's definitely like low budget photo shoot here, doesn't it? Wonderful. Cheap and cheerful indeed. Shoot 'em up construction kit, yes. So you can create whatever this character is, and then have them shoot or be shot, or a bit of both, really. Quick snacks again. Sooty and Sweep. Gosh, and there's Sue as well. Don't forget about Sue. But yes, I don't think I've got this down on my list of movie, TV tie-ins and stuff like that. So I'm definitely going to put Sooty and Sweep on my list of games to look at. Oh, Popeye 2 apparently as well. Is this on a Game Boy? It looks like it. But, okay, yeah, so... Oh no, it's done it again. But down to Gordon Howard. Why do you keep messing up like this, browser? Apologise for all this, but it's just... There we go. This is why I say Popeye and Sooty and Sweep are the things I need to put on my list. Here we go. So there's a walkthrough. Oh, parts 2, 3, and 4 of the walkthrough. Amazing. I don't know how they determine how many parts the walkthrough has or whatever. But there we go. Do they do another pun on that? Nah. Oh, future music. I did have some of these magazines. I normally went for the ones that had like the free CDs on them and stuff later on and stuff like that. They had like some software and some samples and things like that, which is very good. Kneel to the boss. It's... gosh. What is it first off? Multi-effects unit. Okay, cool. From Boss apparently, but I can't see Boss or Roland noted on it. And obviously they're bad. It's a scan of a magazine in a scan of a magazine, so it's going to be hard to read, but yeah, so I don't even know what this equipment is. Gosh, there's a big load of stuff. It's a mixing desk. The person's got a lot of keyboards. But yeah, it's neat. I've got PC format as well here. Oh dear. Some of these... what even? Why even? Has the time come for games to be censored? I don't even know what that game is, and I don't even know if I want to know what that game is, but here we go. Top Banana. 95%. I don't know. I'm still perplexed by Top Banana and that, and PP Hammer, which we haven't seen yet. Yeah, it's a thing. Oh well, it's just showing you how a printer works. Okay, so this is how an inkjet printer works. You've got your ink reservoir, you've got your droplet of ink, and your ink's flowing up here, and as the paper passes in front of the nozzle, yeah, it depends on how you pass it, yeah. Yeah, and did you see it when I played Top Banana? Because if you didn't see it when I played Top Banana, I think you probably did. It's just an assault to the senses. Even so, more so than Zool, so maybe that's why I got high marks. Anyway, stream of ink is switched on and off as appropriate, so building up the image. Dot matrix. Dot matrix shoots little groups of metal pins, a matrix, at the paper. So that's why they sound so aggressive when they type it in. It's kind of noise as they go across, because they're shooting out little pins to put little dots on the page. Pins strike through an inked ribbon, so yeah, to make the image or such like that. And the laser, wow, laser scans across a roller, charging it up. So this is your image being transferred to a photosensitive drum over here via the laser. So I've skipped ahead a little bit there, but laser scans across a roller, charging it up. Particles of powder ink stick to these areas and are transferred onto the paper before being melted by the paper by heat source. So yeah, so you get paper coming in here, and then it goes through the roller, which is being the electrostatically added to here. I don't say where the ink is coming from on here, and then you've got the heating element and whatever over this side to diffuse it to the paper, as they say. But obviously, unless you stack a few drums together, then it's hard to print anything in colour. Installing a printer, gosh, I don't think we're going to look into that. But look at all these printers. I like their test image. You have Bart. This one didn't do so well. This one still didn't do so well. But this one got 84. This one got 50%. This one Still didn't do so well. This one got better colour, or contrast. Oh dear. But this one was good. It's only got 82%, however. But there's a definitely good contrast on the Bart there. Still contrast not good on the Bart. Contrast, yeah. So of all the ones that I choose for the contrast, apparently it's not good in other regions as well. But anyhow, oh look, we got more Barts down here. So this Bart, still contrast not great. Getting better. Oh, contrast is not great there as well. There's a good contrast here, but now we have the colour ones, and yeah, still not a great transfer there. Ooh, looks a bit rough there, unless this is the part of the scan as well. But it does seem to be putting some streaks across the text and things here too. So yeah, I think this is probably just the actual printout and whatever here as well. But this is a good printing out of Bart. I'd be happy with this here. But then you got an even better one here, more accurate looking colour reproduction in this one. I think it's 75%. And oh gosh, we scroll down again. Why do you keep doing this to me? Some of the magazines it doesn't do it, and other ones it does. Now here are all the Barts. Just like Bart, indeed. But apparently this one is the better one. I don't understand. We got some more as well down here. We've got. I won't zoom in because it'll probably mess up. But yeah, these are acceptable Barts. These are pretty good as well. We're losing the accuracy here as well. And oh gosh, they didn't show the full image. I'm going to have to zoom in because they didn't show the full image of the Bart on all these ones. But look at that Bart. Look at that Bart. Now, I've seen off-model Barts, but that's an off-model Bart. Ah, gosh. Here we go, back in with Gordon Howard. Scalar digitizer? No, presentation software, okay. So you can do fancy kind of PowerPoint-ish kind of things with this. Oh dear. A video studio thing here. Gosh, this looks a bit. It might be hard to work with. Just looking at the UI there. Gosh, look at this amazing reproduction of a VHS cassette. We interrupt this magazine to bring you another one. And they've got all the static and stuff like that. Oh yes, because this had the little insert, didn't it, of this is Amiga Shopper. And if you want to know what an Amiga Shopper was like, for my teenage self at least, was Amiga Shopper was less interesting because it didn't have discs and games and stuff. So, yeah, this is the contents. It's got hard drives and printing. The Amiga Future. Well, they were calling it 2200, but it was a 1200, if that's the one they're talking about. But yeah, look, they don't even have colour. They just have black and white pictures and things like this. And this is essential tips for setting up a hard drive and stuff like that. And look, you've got some RAM in there as well, and you've got your hard drive actually in the enclosure and stuff like that. Gosh. And how to print things and whatever. Something wonderful is still happening. There's a new Amiga on the way. It's not called the A2200. What? Commodore had to reverse engineer its own chips and hack them? Oh dear, this is how Commodore really raced ahead of the pack here. You can tell why they went bust from this, can't you? 4 times faster than the standard Amiga. 64 megabytes on one card. Gosh. can get 2 Amiga CD-ROM drives. You're probably going to get 1 per person, but... What's the name of the prototype version? Okay. What technology device do compact discs players rely? Gosh, I didn't know that. What is the information resolution of a CD? It's going to be 16, I know. Commonly called, maybe like, I don't know, maybe you call it information resolution or bit depth or such like that. But, yes, there you go. You've got some fractals. Some good fractals there. Look, this printer kind of has a good face on it, doesn't it? Hey, Tracy. I think that this printer kind of has a dinosaur face. It kind of does, yeah. It looks like me going, ah. Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, maybe you want a emote of that. You want an emote of the printer going, ah, as well, do you? Yeah, because we've got an emote of me going, ah. We should have an emote of that printer going, ah. Because we're like, buddies and stuff like that. Yeah, like that emote right there that you can't see on the screen, unfortunately, because that's I don't know why that is. I haven't figured it out either, Katie. That's okay. I have mostly just been pushing random buttons to try and figure it out, and I managed to crash the computer, so not a great thing. But it's all back up and working now, and I'm glad to hear that, Tracy. Yeah, so it's all okay. Nothing's bad. Yeah, so we should have me and the printer going, ah! Look, you can always see it there. Ah! Hang on. If you hang on a moment, Tracy, if you just kind of just sit down here. Okay, I'll just sit down here. Don't worry about me, everybody. I'm just sitting down here. Tracy's sitting down there because what I was thinking of doing is something kind of silly. But you know, who is silly? I'm indeed silly. Let's move this. Oh no, we've got the pup there. Well, this'll work anyway. So are you ready, Tracy, to do a face-off? Yeah, I'm always ready to do a face-off. Are you ready? Hang on, I got it at the right angle. See, it's exactly like me. We should have one of me and one of the printer. Well, maybe we will, maybe we won't. I think we should. Tracy thinks we should, but I'm not quite convinced we need to use West's talents for that kind of thing. West would make a good emote of a printer, though. I think West would make a good emote of a printer, but I don't think we really need it. Well, I say we do. Bye! Of course, Tracy says we do. I'm not convinced that it's a good use of West's resources to do such a thing, but there we go. Yes, back to this here. Yeah, I got sidetracked by a printer. And there's a nice amount of money as well, so cool. Audio gallery. Russian audio gallery, okay. Oh, we got some animal audio gallery as well. Look at these animals. Russian, English. Okay, so it tells you what these are in Russian then, I guess. But here's some good animals right here. We've got some sausage dogs down here. Dachshunds. Snook. What a squirrel is that amongst there? A little rat. I don't know if we got any possums though. This... I don't know what is... That's the closest to a possum, but I'm not quite sure exactly what animal that is. Can anybody tell me what animal... Huh. I'm not seeing any lizards, but... What animal is this? It looks like a hulked out mouse, doesn't it? It's a bear. You think... This very much looks like a mouse head, not a bear head. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong. But you can see the little thing coming down here. This is its nose, and then it kind of goes into its mouth here, and then underneath the chin. And these are its big ears on the side here, and that's its eye. But maybe I'm looking at it wrong. Yeah, I can't see the bear in it. It looks like a kind of like a big hulked up mouse. Okay, compare the two signatures. It kind of does, yeah. Oh my word, look at this thing. I think we've seen something like it before, but look at that. Almost looks like a vacuum cleaner for your mouse pad, doesn't it? Play the game to find out. Yeah, I'm going to learn Russian as well, I think. Oh gosh, is that an Oscar on the side here? It doesn't say, it says award-winning, so I don't know if that is indeed an Academy Award. Bunch of things here. As I said, I used to live in Evesham, so these adverts always bring back that nostalgia of actually visiting their store and whatever. I'm seeing if there's anything here that we might have got from them, but probably this disk drive. I think we had a disk drive very, very much like this. Yeah, Doggo just keeps on running, keeps on going. This is a monitor. Looks like a very fancy monitor, doesn't it? It's got a dedicated monitor input. Amazing. It can do teletext as well. Wow. Oh, I got the Bart again. Professional draw. So this is where they got the Bart image from. Somebody had to draw a Bart for this this interview. Oh, sorry, review here. Oh gosh, what's happening to that Bart? No, no. Why do you do that to Bart? Is it like... I'm going to look this up first before I say anything. Look at a picture I sent to me. Okay, hang on. That's how you spell it. Yeah, it kind of looks like the Phineas and Ferb... What's it? Phineas and Ferb characters. Not that I've seen the thing myself, but kind of has a very much a look of that kind of thing. So apparently I've been sent a picture. Yeah. And so that is a bear, yes. Are you saying this is basically what it kind of looks like? I can kind of see the way that I might have imagined it looked like a very hulked up mouse, because they kind of have that same kind of thing, but I think still all the same. Brendan home movie, okay. But yeah, what about... Oh, we had diamond computers, more long people. Yeah, it's very long. Because you normally just kind of see them like sat down in things, don't you? Or attacking people. And not being quite the long animals they are. The new adventures of Captain Diamond. Oh, due to constant ROM variations, this software is subject to change. Interesting. Anyway, we're ready for more Captain Diamond. As the keeper of the Diamond Pledge, I feel it is not only my duty to guarantee the best prices, but also to supply you with the news and information that you want. You may have read recently in your mags our advert referring to CDTV and CDI, while judging by all the letters sent in, the question everyone is asking is, which is the best? Oh no. Indeed, chaos. Well, there's only one way to answer that question. Let the public decide. Let's put the two systems side by side and ask, what do you think? I don't think they look like that, though. Never mind. Yes, I'm throwing down the gauntlet to both Commodore and Philips. Give the public what they want to judge the competition. I suggest that it's overseen by blank, a diamond shopper's neutral territory. Did they forget to put the name in there? Oh gosh, anyway, I've got another fight the public want to see sorted out. Frank Bruno versus Harry Carpenter, apparently. I know who my money's on. I just wish Bruno would stop headbutting Harry's glove. Know what I mean? Oh dear. Oh, there we go. Do we have a... Yes, it's still James doing this. So you don't actually what? Sorry, I said it like a few seconds ago. You'll have to remind me of what it was I said. Yes, it doesn't have that. That was great. You don't know what he means. Okay. Right. That's fair enough. Look at this poor person who's inundated with phone calls and paperwork and stuff like that. Starly, do you feel like this a lot of days? At least they have a nice stapler. And a hole punch. Neat. They have one of these things. Ah, gosh. These pen holders, which are probably... A lot of people are probably nostalgic about those kind of pen holders. Can I actually look this up? Holder. I look at pen holder. Does it come up with one of these kind of things? No. What if I type in retro? Yep, there's one of those. Oh dear. There you go. Copy image link. Let's bring that up on the screen. We already got this kind of open here. One of these. Oh gosh. I'm sure plenty of people had one of these. But yes, I had one pretty much... Well, not exactly like that. I think there wasn't this stuff in the middle here holding it together and such like that. It's kind of more packed closer together and such like that. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely retro vibes for me and stuff like that. Put my little pencil sharpener and my eraser in here. I could put some pencils and things in here, and probably some other miscellaneous stuff around here. And forget I ever had them. Because they were hidden away now. But that's what that looks like right there. One of those kind of things. Oh, I even have one of the highlighters as well. Gosh, and look at that calculator. That's a delightful calculator. On there, a scanner. Is that a scanner and a printer? I don't know. Certainly a scanner. I don't know why they're leaving the lid up like that. That seems a little bit of a waste of money, especially since they've got the light on. But never mind. It's a mood. Okay, cool. Got Eternal Rome over here. Dr. Mario. I don't think you can call it Dr. Mario. Hang on. Ugh, got hair in my mouth. I don't think I made a pencil pot, but I certainly had one of those, one of these. But Eternal Rome. Hellzone could be in Dr. Mario. Yes, this looks like Dr. Mario. I mean, the gameplay kind of does, but Trash DK. That's a good name, Trash DK. We remember making from Blue Watches. But Tetris Light, demanding quick reflexes. Yeah. Dr. Mario, public domain. Feel free to copy. Indeed. This is the actual Dr. Mario, don't you know? And they have trash on the title here as well. It's great. But yeah, this is somebody having a drink and somebody having a smoke. And I don't think... I don't think Nintendo would have been happy about it. Mind control. Let your imagination rule the screen. Indeed. They're actually advertising here. Enjoy playing computer adventure games and think about the thrill of creating them. Okay, here we go. Pinball reminded you of Tiffany's shopping mall. Another turns was in front of some giant pencils in Newcastle on Tyne. But interesting. Tiffany, remind me, what song did they do that I might know? How your game can have 65,000 rooms and 65,000 objects. Amazing. What else do we have? Yes, I was thinking it might have been that one, but I wasn't quite sure if it was. But yes. I think we're alone now. Very good. Trailblazer looks like a game. Is it just basically called Trailblazer? Is the game I'm thinking of. And this is another one called Jump and Roll, which is very similar. Yeah. Nebula. I should rather forget the whole 3 weeks of fame. Oh dear. Well, I don't know. The song sticks in my head and doesn't annoy me too much, so you know. So you have the two toms. Let you hear on your Amiga. Was not was. Shake your head. And also has some very melted looking Mickeys. Interesting. And some... It's a diver, apparently. Pretty neat diver. Are they like an octopus that's coming out? No, I think that's just the air tube, isn't it? Oh gosh, look at this. Oh, there's a lot going on in that picture, isn't there? I was going to say it looked like Judge Dredd, but it's... There's a lot going on. You've got wings, you've got bones, you've got this screaming head, you've got like a dragon as well, and... So, oh, this is... Okay, I see. This is an eagle here fighting up against a bat? Oh dear. Oh well, never mind. I mean... Fair enough for them and whatever, but... I shall stop talking now. There we go, that is that. Some line drawing things. I think I've seen... Is that from Whose Line Is It Anyway? Because it looks like... Wasn't Whose Line Is It Anyway, didn't, at least in the UK or something, have that kind of... those kind of titles? Might have done. Yeah, moving on. Oh gosh, no, I don't want to zoom in too much on that one. We have a label printer over here. Look, everybody. Yeah, look, a label printer. nothing bad about a label printer. Oh gosh, we scrolled down again. Oh no, we've gone to this instead. Scrolled up instead. My word, why does this keep skipping around the way it does? But we are roughly around here. Let's see. Well, gosh, this is a dull looking advert, isn't it? Here we go, got some more Amiga advice. So they use a computer for music. Is there anything to notate? Okay. CD TV Quickfire. I'm thinking of buying a CD TV. Oh gosh, excuse me. Can I plug it into my hi-fi the same way I did with my A500? Sure, no problem. Is it true that an external floppy disk drive can run all 1.3 software on CDTV? Not quite. Okay. Can I plug it into my monitor? Yes. There you go. There's some information about the CDTV. Some more questions and answers and stuff like that. Just kind of giving a scan over it to see if there's anything that stands out as interesting. Here we go. This is a one for the Amiga. Could you tell me what a guru meditation or software failure measure is? A very annoying but useful feature of the Amiga. When a program attempts to do something that the computer cannot do, for instance, access a part of memory that doesn't exist, the computer steps in and says the software program has failed. It then displays two numbers inside a flashing red box before resetting. The first number is the nature of the error, more than one can occur at the same time. The second number is where in memory the error occurred. Now, although this is very annoying, you can't really blame the machine. It's all down to programmers doing their job. It's all down to the programmers doing their job properly. It's very notable that some programs, for instance, Deluxe Paint, are very secure and very rarely cause gurus. The reason why this is a useful feature is twofold. You can write down the numbers, and then you can tell the programmer what the problem was. If you have a terminal or computer plugged into the serial port when it occurs, you'll dump the processor registers to it. Okay. Workbench 2 no longer calls this a guru meditation, just a software failure. The name comes from the very early days of the Amiga, when Amiga programmers, gurus, used to meditate about why their programs crashed. Like Radical Man, indeed. So that's where the name comes from. I didn't know myself, but yes, apparently that's where that comes from. Let's see. Oh gosh, we got a bit of a V going on here. What else? Stuffed disks. Okay. Anything else? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. In your article about the A600 you say, we will continue to support the A500 until we cease to exist in 2020. What happens in 2020? Oh, you don't want to know. Sorry about that, it actually never occurred to us. We'll have a think about bringing numbers back. What? Anyhow, here's some other things. We have something going on there. Somebody holding an Amiga format, or Chamberlain apparently. So that's a car. It says stall, so there we go. Stars have a car. Can't really see anything identifying on it. Dragon, still a good dragon. So there you go. Piracy yet again. Oh no, they're back to the pirates. And so this was a thing. Really? I can't remember if I had a guess at this. If I did guess, it was probably some kind of football game, but that was obvious from that here. This is Zool. This is Zool. This is most definitely from Zool. But anyway, what are these people saying about piracy again? Is this a bleak future for game players? Gosh. Oh, a naughty pirate slap his wrists attitude, indeed. What is this? My collection comprises of some 175 discs, 89 of which are games, and if all those games had been bought legally, they would be worth roughly £2,250. Indeed. They spent other money on whatever here. What is really a reasonable price for a game? Indeed, what is? What is? And apparently Smiths and Boots were selling games for 22 quid. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the whole point of it. They spent £60 to get that collection, which would have been £2,250. So yeah, they definitely did that. So yeah, apparently Smiths and Boots were selling games for 22, and they were like, recommended retail price was around what do you call it, 25, and a special reserve was doing much cheaper, around about 17 or so quid things. But I would happily pay £60 upwards for a MIDI program, even though I am unemployed at the moment. Indeed, where are you getting the money from? Because I will use this thing frequently. All my games and other software, however, pirated both for my Amiga and PC. I would be extremely disappointed with the game had I purchased it. I am, however, prepared to pay £30 for Populous 2. This is an excellent game. What I'm trying to say is I believe the software houses ought to start lowering the prices of their games, or start bringing the quality up to standard, and let's face it, most of the games on the market are not worth the money being charged for them. This is utter rubbish. You can't expect games to be yours by right? Wait, what? They're talking about a different thing, but yeah. Price of games is extremely high in this country. James, from the world. Indeed. I just want to zoom on this thing. The sound sampler. Yeah, well, the sound sampling we had looked kind of similar to this, but still not that one. We're going to ignore the PC emulator, or emulator. Yeah, we still got the Third Reich thing apparently appearing up in here, and whatever. Actual reality, okay. And are we getting near the end here? We are getting near the end, and they got a WizKid advert on the back as well. Right. So that is the magazine and stuff like that. I'm kind of wondering what I want to do now. Because I'm kind of warm. And obviously, as I said, my eyes are still kind of like tired and stuff. Maybe I'll just do this for this stream and stuff like that. Kind of feel like I need to not be pushing on. So sorry if you were hoping I'd stay around for another hour and stuff like that, but yeah, we don't have the puppy on here. Let me just go back to here, because we can have the puppy here instead. Oh. But I know, before I go, where was the puppy? Oh, the puppy was in the browser view, wasn't it? It's going to be very confusing for me when I come back. When I come back later. That's okay. But yeah, I did make a note down to talk about something. Now, Star, are you around? Because I remember mentioning this to you, and you said you'd be interested in hearing about this. So if you're around, I'll mention it. If you're not, then I won't mention it, so not to tease other people about it and such like that. You are around, okay. I don't know if this is going to be interesting or not. Actually, can probably do this way. Let me find this here. Does it keep the crop and stuff? It doesn't keep the crop. Okay, I'm going to have to edit it slightly here. So you can go there, go across here. Oh gosh. Go here. Let's keep the one in the background there. Pop that over there or something. And I hope I don't just kind of forget about it and then have the Amiga appear up there, and in like a slice of the Amiga appear up there later on. But yes, anyway. I was going to talk to you about when I was younger. When I was much younger, I created an invention. Let me put this actually on my other screen so it kind of looks like I'm looking in roughly the right direction. So I kind of created an invention, and this invention was in hindsight, and if I'd actually taken like 2 seconds to think about it, not a great idea. But I did invent something, and it was called the cheese squeeze. Obviously something to do with cheese. You'd get your block of cheese, you see, and you'd have this little plastic enclosure, and you'd slot your cheese into this plastic enclosure. And then you'd kind of like have it more upright. And what you'd have is like a slot at the bottom, which you kind of put this little like blade in, you know, this kind of like long kind of flat blade in to like cut off some of the cheese, and then you'd like pull it out of the bottom somehow. I don't know exactly how it would work, but anyway, and then once you got that, the cheese would fall down, and then you could like cut some cheese again. But obviously not. Cheese is kind of like a sticky material and whatever, so you might need some like assistance to make the cheese come down. So this is where the squeeze part comes in. There's a little plunger that went in the top of there which pushed the cheese downwards, and then you push the cheese down and you'd slice another bit off, and you get your slice of cheese and stuff, and then push it down and slice another bit off and stuff like that. And my genius idea was this could be like wall mounted, because obviously it's a bit difficult. You can see just kind of like floating in the air or whatever. So if it was wall mounted in your kitchen, you could like push the plunger down and slice things off once on the wall and stuff like that. There are many problems with this, but there is like one big problem, which I'm pretty sure everybody in my description of this has noticed. But yeah, who here who here would love who here would love to have some cheese permanently bolted to their kitchen wall in all weathers? Of course, since this whole enclosure is bolted to the wall, I don't know how you clean it. Oh yes, Tats would love it. That's my cheese squeeze invention. Yeah, so all the animals would be completely over it, but yeah. Oh gosh. But yeah, so you can see how no, you don't need to go on. You can see how it was an interesting idea, it was a novel idea, but it wasn't a good idea. Yeah, I think I've seen something like, you know, in these people who do videos on YouTube of like these things you can get from kitchen gadgets you can get from wish.com or something like that. I think I saw something similar to it. At the end of the week you'd have blue cheese, indeed. Oh gosh. Oh dear. But yes, that was the invention, and it is a very unique invention. It's the most unique invention of the age. Anyhow, so as I said, this is the wrong place to click. Katie, you want to click here. My next stream is going to be on Friday, and I will be looking at some more of the movie tie-ins. Yes, Dragon's Den. They just kind of all look at me like, and then I'd ask them, so are you backing it? And they'll be like, I'm sorry, where am I? What am I doing here? Maybe. Because this blade is just like free and can be, I don't know what you do, maybe hang it from a string from the device or whatever, and then just leave it in there after you've got your cheese out. I'm so good at staying still. Apart from the doggo is still moving. Maybe this needs to be a permanent feature, the little doggo. I can just get a little animation of this and just kind of have it looping. I don't know, I'd have to look into how to do that. It's insane, you know, you can buy cheese slices. Yeah. Oh, gosh. Anyhow. Yeah, it was my amazing invention. And yeah, as I said, I'll repeat at the end of the stream here. I have no new idea for a follower goal or such like that. I had some kind of idea, but the software wasn't working properly with what I had for some reason. I don't know why, but I might just test something quickly when I end the stream here, just to see if that will help or whatever. But yeah, so if anybody has any ideas about what new follower goals could be, obviously please let me know. We've got the one in already about Starly doing a talk on Scar, but I don't have anything myself to add to it currently at the moment. So yeah, any ideas, please do. I want to kind of like come up with some different ideas and some interesting other ideas which I haven't covered yet. Seems like, I don't know, I did the art stream. It's like I don't feel like necessarily doing other art. It's like, let's write a story on stream. It's like, no, that's rather complicated for me to do. And it's like, yeah, I don't know. So yeah, ultimate show and tell. Wow, I don't know. I don't know what that involves, West. I can't imagine what an ultimate show and tell would. It be just like a chain of, and there's this, and there's this, and there's this, and there's this, and then there's this. And just be like, but wait, there's more, over and over and over again, kind of like that. But yes, I just want to make sure before I go, please do follow and look at the stuff that these lovely people do. Yeah, and my next stream is on Friday, as I said. We can be getting to Robocop. I can see how great. Maybe I'll have to think about what kind of items they would be and such like that, but that is certainly an idea. I will ponder it and such like that. And obviously, if anybody has any more ideas about emotes as well, there's West here who needs work designing emotes and stuff like that. I don't know if you need work or whatever, but you certainly have said you like doing emotes and backgrounds and stuff like that. So yeah, next stream coming up is probably going to be Stars tomorrow with Forza. And oh yes, Chaos, are you around? Oh. If you are or not, I'm going to be ending soon anyway, but if you are around, Chaos, it's tomorrow, isn't it, your birthday? It is for tomorrow? Happy birthday tomorrow, Chaos. Since I'm not streaming, Stars, as I said, might be in whatever, so get a happy birthday from Stars if it is tomorrow, and whatever, and all that kind of thing. And yeah. But I should finish off doing the stream thing. Gosh. I think I can play out with this going in the background. So thank you everybody for popping by and such like this. Enjoy the doggo for the last time. Before I say goodbye everybody. Bye.